This is the XboxCast.
Unless you have been living under a rock, you'll know that Xbox biggest event of the year has just concluded, and we just know that you're chomping at the bit for your favorite podcast to cover everything. Hello and welcome to the XboxCast Showcase Special. We're your hosts, Carly and Simone, and today our Game Face has a bit more new news sprinkled into it. So hi guys, how's it going? Mr. Lee. It was just game. There's no face, it's just game. In fact, this podcast should be hashtagged gameplay instead of game face. And oh, boo-hoo.
Kyle.
Well, I mean, we were up at midnight getting ready. Oh yeah, it was such a good snooze. Yep. That sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. So, yeah, you did. And tonight you're just going to have dinner and crash. Be fantastic. Man, what a good snooze. And Simone, how are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Did you say this is technically Game Face?
Well, it's Game Face with some new news in it, and it's kind of just gameplay newsed.
Yes. Okay. I completely agree with you. But anybody that was worried, we're still going to record a Game Face later this week where we talk about Back to Your Backlog. So do not fret. I have a great story.
Ooh, I can't wait. What a tease. What an absolute tease.
I'm not even going to tell you what game.
Oh, my word. Right. So then people have to tune in for the next Game Face.
Yes, absolutely. Which we're going to be recording on Wednesday instead of Tuesday.
Yes, indeed. Because I'm off on Tuesday, tomorrow night, to go jump around to a band and get punched in the face.
Probably.
I'm going to have a sore everything.
Oh, yeah. The last time he went to a gig, he came back with a sore neck.
I'm no longer 20 years old, Lee. I can't jump around like the young'uns. Ah, yes. Yep. But I mean, that's the joy of it, isn't it? You expend all your energy for the rest of the week in one night.
Yeah, but to answer your question, I'm pretty good. We were clever, I think. We had to decide whether we were going to stay up or if we were going to have a nap and wake up. And I think the nap beforehand was really, really a good choice.
It was a good choice, but man, it was so hard to get to sleep.
Oh, it was, because we tried to go to bed early. I think we hopped into bed at 9.
Yeah, just after 9, because I remember my watch, I had to do a stand minute at 9. So at 9 o'clock, I went for a bit of a walk, and then the lights were out at 9, and it was deathly quiet, except for us lying in bed, trying to sleep and giggling away.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, apparently going to bed early in the Dunkley house just means we come up with really random things to say, we find each other hilarious, and sleep doesn't happen.
We just lie in
That was his logic, which I didn't really follow, but I was also trying to get to sleep. So it kind of made sense, but now that I'm here in real life, it doesn't make sense anymore. Made sense last night.
It did. So what is Lee short for then? Larold? He just shakes his head.
I just don't know what to say to you guys.
Just like, I'm just done. What the heck?
But the thing is, I get this conversation sometimes. Like, what's Lee short for? Nothing. It's just Lee.
Are they trying to be funny, or is it
I
a legit question?
don't know.
You
I
should
just
you should find like the Welsh spelling of Lee, and then be like, oh yeah, Lee's short
I've
for,
had
and it's
people-
pronounced Lee, but it's got like a couple of W's and R's and J's in there. You know?
Clan. You got to spit when you're saying it. Clan.
It's written Clan Dingle, but it's pronounced Lee.
Lee. Yes.
Anyway, this is going to be a long episode.
This is going to be a long episode.
But Kyle, if I can just take over for a moment before we start
Oh,
talking about the
no.
showcase.
Well,
Okay.
no.
Do you want to talk
Okay.
about FanFest?
Yes.
What was it like?
Simone and I were lucky enough. Simone was lucky enough to win tickets to FanFest in Melbourne here,
And she invited you.
and yeah, I was lucky enough to be her +1.
Oh,
So
that's
I'm
good.
quite stoked. It was quite exciting. Which means that we had to start lining up at 2 a.m. in the middle of Melbourne, in the drizzle, in the cold winter, and wait there as the line progressed extremely, extremely slowly into Fortress Melbourne. And when you come visit Lee, we will take you to Fortress Melbourne,
Yes.
and you will go, oh my word, why doesn't Napier have something like this?
Oh, I know why it doesn't have something like
Yeah, we know why, but I mean, you'll still ask yourself the question.
that. So that's gonna be. Well, I'm trying to get the pictures up.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
go ahead. So we met some people, some friends of ours that we hadn't met in person yet. Of course, we met Cameron for the first time.
Yes.
Yes.
It's exciting meeting Cameron, no? Like, never met him before.
No, but you will. You will in October.
Oh, I'm sure I will, but at the time, like, it was the first time you met him before. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was. It was very cool. And his +1 was Alex, also
Oh, no.
known as.
He was Alex's +1.
Sorry, yeah, you're absolutely right. Alex, Professor Pluto, from Hall of Gamers. I think he's one of the original hosts.
Yeah, he was one of the original hosts for Real Gamer Score podcast.
That's right. So we got to meet him. In fact, so we sat next to them up in the stand, which was really neat because they had to save those seats for us because we were in the queue for a long time.
I've got a picture of the queue up, actually, on stream.
Cool.
If people want to see.
So the other people we met, two fans of ours, friends that you would recognize from the Discord. We had
Who's that?
Oz.
Oh, it's a sneaky picture I just dropped up. Sorry.
We had Oz and his brother Cooper. Real names. We just called him Oz the whole night.
Yeah.
I was
Oz
all
and
excited then.
Cooper.
I was waiting for the real name, and then you went. He just clapped.
David?
Yes, that's right. David and Cooper, you will please forgive me. I can't remember whether it was Wade or Wayne. I think it was Wade.
Wait,
We just call people by gamer tags here.
That's right.
You know?
I tried my best, but after the show down underground, it was really noisy. They had a DJ there who was all right, but you had to yell to talk to each other.
Yeah, it was a
So,
bit of a pain.
We tried our best, but it
We
was
did.
good fun.
It was great. They had free food, free drinks. They gave us merch. I mean, you cannot argue with Microsoft money when Microsoft want to put,
When they
put
rock
on
up.
an event. Yeah.
Yes.
It reminds me of, remember when we used to go to Build in Auckland? And they just used to have all the food and all the panels, and then at night they would be like, oh, and the after party's at the bar, and you rock up at the bar, and
Oh.
they go, yeah, it's all
I
on the
I saw a
house.
few people live, like they have live bands and all sorts. They had Mexican night when I did it.
Amazing.
Cool.
Yeah, the one place I went to, one build I went to, they had Xboxes, and they were giving away Xbox controllers for the Xbox One. Here's a free controller with your, with your beer. Here's a free controller with your beer. And I got there a bit late. They'd run out of controllers. But, here's a free Xbox controller with your drink. Drinks are free. Food is free. Have a good drink. Have a good evening,
Oh, that's cool.
So on camera, we have a picture of someone called Lawrence. Lawrence, what's his name? Lawrence.
Larry,
Larry, yeah.
Who?
It's Carl and Larry looking at each other.
Yes.
it's a great photo.
It is a great photo, actually. It's funny.
What's quite neat is this is not a professional photo. You just give the person your camera,
Oh, cool.
and they
Okay.
take photos as soon as you enter the area. So they don't just take the
the standing posing
posed
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They take photos before you actually, as you meet him, essentially.
So as you start walking, there's photos of me like walking walking towards them, doing the elbow bump. And then
so cool.
you chat, you say hi, and then you like lean together, do the photo pose.
You did. This was your pose. I had the pose on, which is you both kind of stood with your hands exactly the same position.
Yep. Well, I mean, what
Did you
can
do
I
it on
say?
purpose?
No, I think he copies whatever pose you do.
It's
Smart.
cute. It's really cute.
He's such a cool guy.
He's so nice. I managed to give him some stickers from the podcast.
Yes. We need
And
to follow him on.
This picture here is of me looking at him. Is saying, "I'm Carl. I gave you the sticker presents," and he goes, "I've got them in my pocket."
That's so cool.
So I was like, "That's great." And
That's
I think
so cool.
there he's patting his pocket to tell me he's got them in his pocket.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, cool.
So Larry Herb, Xbox's Major Nelson, has some Xbox Cast stickers.
Fantastic.
That's so cool. Did you sign them?
No, I only signed Cameron's sticker because only Cameron is like the truest fan.
The truest
That's
fan. And then, talking of Cameron, there he is. On the
Yeah.
next
There he is
picture.
indeed.
So there we go. That's all of us there. So on the left is Professor Pluto, Alex, who's really big. He's so tall. I have to look
tall.
up to him.
Yeah.
He's a big
Then
guy.
we got Cameron from Hall of Gamers. There's me.
I'm stoked. I didn't know Cameron had legs, but he does.
No, he does
does.
have legs. Yep.
He can actually use them, walks around a bit.
He doesn't wear a hat all the time as well, like a crown.
That's true.
And the nice thing was he left his puppet at home.
Oh,
yeah.
didn't get the outing.
And then our new fan or our new friend, I completely forgot his name, Sterling. Sterling is
Sterling,
his name.
yes.
Stonk. Yeah.
He's a
his parents.
stonk on Instagram, and so that's why I got confused. So yeah, Sterling Sterling
What's
is
the
the
next
new
picture?
guy.
Oh, look. And then stuff
we
happening.
met.
2 minutes to go.
Yes, with all Larry chatting away. He jumps up and he tells us all about, in 2 minutes, this is going to be good, and this is what we did. And it was quite exciting because he is obviously in the marketing meetings with how to put these showcases together. So he knows what we're about to see.
Oh, yeah. He's well involved in the whole thing, isn't he?
It's amazing.
He is
And
the
so-
kind of spokesman for Microsoft, isn't he, or Xbox?
Yeah.
What's
It
that?
was so good.
Was
and
that a
that-
fortress?
Yep. So that is Fortress Melbourne's light on the roof of there. This is there in their esports arena. So you go and you sit on the stands and you can watch people play esports, which is pretty cool.
Ah.
So very cool.
Yeah, I was just
Very,
trying to find
very
some more
cool place.
pictures, but yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. It
Good
was a
work.
great evening. Hey, Simone.
It was good.
We got home at about 7:30.
Yep.
I'll stop
So-
looking. I'll stop looking at pictures now.
Yeah,
Back.
it was a long night. We woke up at midnight to get ready. We left home at about 1:30 because we had to walk because there's no trams.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's
No
late.
trams at
night.
1 o'clock in the morning, and it's a
No.
public holiday.
Yeah, public holiday, and it's Queen. Yeah, they're running to a Sunday timetable, and it's just a nonsense. So we wandered up in the drizzle, stood in line, and basically hung out with a whole bunch of other people that were super excited about Xbox.
A whole bunch
Yeah.
of geeks.
It was great.
And there was cheering and clapping after every announcement.
It was
So good.
almost every.
Almost every. There was one or two where it was just dead silence.
Oh,
Yeah,
awkward.
and it was awkward, and I wanted to start clapping, but at the same time, I'm like, they're sure gonna stare at me if I do that. But yeah. Okay, can we get into the games?
Right.
Oh, the games.
So we're going to go through the announcements in order.
Yep.
So the way that they were announced, I have a whole bunch of notes that I was writing down while I was sitting in the stands like a complete nerd, because I was like, if I don't write it down, I'm going to fall asleep and completely forget and then stumble over my words when we're going through the announcements.
Go for it.
All right.
Wow.
So it all started. And of course, the one thing, okay, wait, before we begin, did you notice anything missing through this showcase, Lee?
Halo.
No, not a
Gears?
game.
Oh, okay.
Not a
It's-
game.
It's not a game.
Only on Game Pass. The drinking
Nope.
thing? No, I don't know.
Were you
No, I don't
close? No, you were close.
Almost. Do you want to tell him?
Yep. So it was the world premiere.
know. Oh, world premiere. But it did say that a few times, didn't it?
No,
there's
didn't
no
actually
voice.
say it. No voice, but it did say
Yeah.
it on screen.
that's right. Yes, but no
Yes.
voice. No voice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, world premiere was completely missing from the show. The announcing, which was,
Voice. The voice.
I think it was pretty
The
funny
voice.
because last year it got to be so much it was a meme.
It was a
Yes.
meme, yeah. Well, it was always only on Game Pass first day
Yes.
one and world
Yeah.
exclusive, whatever he says.
World premiere.
World premiere.
Day one Game Pass. Yeah, they decided to just
They
get
were
rid of
like,
that this
okay,
time.
that's
So it was amazing. So it opened up with Redfall, showing us a bit of gameplay.
So, did you know this was Redfall?
Yes.
No.
No, I had no idea, because this is a completely different game to what it looked like last year.
Interesting.
Don't you think it's completely
Yes.
different? Yeah, it didn't have the same. But this had a Fortnite vibe to it. The last one was more kind of gritty and
Interesting.
scary, I guess, for one of a better word.
I disagree. Last year's one was just a trailer.
Yep.
It was quirky and scary. I remember thinking,
Yes.
this looks interesting, but I'm a bit scared to play it. I remember being very on the edge about whether I wanted to play it or not.
Yep. Yeah. Because that's what I felt like as well. Yeah, it felt like a proper scary kind of grittiness to it.
But when this started and there was like a poem that it was reading out and it was all very spiritual and it starts in a church, I'm thinking, what the heck is this? And then they started talking about demons and I'm like, this doesn't look like Doom. I was very confused. And then I was whispering suggestions to Carl and I was like, no, this is Redfall. And I'm like, what the heck is Redfall?
Oh, you'd forgotten about the game.
Yeah, I had. Absolutely. Because there was nothing about it. I've heard nothing about it for the last year. Forgot it exists.
Interesting. As soon as it pops up, it said Arcane on it, right? One of the first things it says.
Yeah, but I don't, because they could be working on other things. And I have no idea most of the time. I don't really
know.
pay attention.
As soon as Arcane popped up and I saw the art style, I was like, Redfall. This is great. This is Redfall. I didn't know it was going to be a gameplay trailer, but I knew exactly what they were going to talk to us about.
Yeah. It's I'd say even after the gameplay, I'm still on the fence. It looks like a lot of fun, but also it looks scary.
I don't think it will be. I think it will be like a Fortnite for vampires. Just because of the graphics, just because of the way the graphics are. They're very cartoony. All that
Yeah,
kind of
very
feel to them.
bright, colourful.
Very bright, colourful, yeah. It's not going to be scary.
I love the way that the vampires disintegrate after you kill them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They'll
I love that.
evaporate, yeah.
I love that.
I like the whole taking things out sneaky like.
Yes.
So the one guy did
Yes.
a sniper shot and she took out two vampires at the same time.
Oh,
Yep.
that was cool.
So
it comes up
together.
in a second, doesn't it? Because they're sneaking into like a theme park or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
And it's
good.
going really well until it isn't,
Yes.
which is exactly how it will be. It starts off
Yep.
quite well, and then you'll be like, uh-oh, who made the noise?
Yep. Who went off track? Who's
Yep.
trying to look for
And then
loot?
it's just absolute chaos, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of this, Lee?
I think it'd be good as 4 players, but I'm concerned it's going to be too much like Overwatch, where you have a character which is really good at a thing, and it's a bit too much like that. You know,
Yes.
Overwatch is very kind of specific, and you only do that one thing, so you end up having to have a, well, I can't remember what they call them now, but like a DPS basically, and like a defending guy, and
Yeah.
and a mechanical guy or whatever, like a support guy. That's the word.
Do you see that as a bad thing?
Can be a bit annoying. Because
Well-
everyone tries to get the same character and then can't and get annoyed, and that ends up being a bit of a
And then they're not so good at the other character.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What do they say when you don't get something that you want as a kid? It builds character.
Builds character. That's right. Yeah. I don't want that character though.
Oh, so funny. So meta.
But the interesting thing about this, they mentioned that it's single player and co-op.
And co-op. Yeah.
Yes.
So I have
I
a
like
feeling
that.
that they're gonna tune it. They're gonna balance it really well for single player, and then
hope-
balance it really well
yes.
for co-op. So it's not just gonna be, you're jumping in with 2 people. Suddenly the vampires have 2x health. 2 times the health. They're not just gonna ramp it up that way, because that's just stupid. Then everything becomes a bullet sponge.
Yeah.
Since the video is still playing, we've got some time to talk about it. What other Arcane games are there that we've played?
Dishonored. I've played the first one.
Okay.
There's Prey, and everyone loves
Oh.
Prey. We still
Prey's
need to play
awesome.
Prey.
Yeah. Oh, this reminded me of because they have hearts, don't they? In this, you have to kill.
Yes. So that's similar to State of Decay.
State of Decay. Yeah.
Yes.
Which was
Yeah,
interesting.
actually, I remember thinking that too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, actually, we've just had a question in the chat. It would be interesting to know if single player has bots on your team.
Spots.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I think it would be a lot better if you didn't have bots,
Yeah.
because then it makes the game completely different.
So you've
Yep.
played the sneaky one they have. What's it called? Begins with D.
Dishonored.
Dishonored. Would it be
Yeah.
like that, do you reckon? Because that's a very kind of, you have to be careful,
Yeah.
don't you? The sneak
Yeah,
around.
that's more sneaky around, having to watch out for things. Yeah,
Yeah.
could be.
Looks too shiny for that, to be honest. But yes,
Yeah, it does look very shiny, very colourful.
very colourful. Yeah, it's just weird because it's completely different. But I can now see why they pushed it back a year because they must have redid the whole thing. They must have started
Yeah.
again, very much.
Or not restarted, but I think a lot more polishing because it was probably thought of a way to do more co-op, and then someone must have pushed back and gone, but we need to balance the single player.
Yeah.
So next game.
Oh well. Yeah.
What is it? I don't understand what that is. That's jumping
Kyle,
around.
did you know what this was when you saw it?
I saw it, and I just thought it's Hollow Knight.
Oh, okay. So you did know.
Yeah, because Tim has a tattoo of it. Your brother Tim.
That's right.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
He's got
so
a tattoo
funny.
of this.
Yeah. So Lee, when my brother got an Xbox a couple years ago, Hollow Knight was he got obsessed with it.
Yeah,
It was
it's
the only
supposed to be
game he
awesome.
played
Yeah, it's
for a
supposed to be
long
awesome.
time.
It's supposed to be really hard, though, isn't it? It's sort of game.
It is quite hard, and it's long. I believe he's had several hours in it and is less than halfway, I think, were his words. The other person that's a big fan of Hollow Knight is Fred, also known
Yes.
as Pwed.
Pwed.
So I'd love to get their opinion on it. I've never played Hollow Knight. Kyle,
No,
is it a roguelite, or is it just a hard, difficult platformer?
it's a hard platformer.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like Ori, hey?
Yeah, it's just like Ori, but a bit different.
Shall I just leave the video going and we can just keep up with the talking?
Yeah. I
Oh, we
think
can
so.
try.
So that was Silk something or other, wasn't it? What did it say?
Yeah, so this was Hollow Knight Silk Song. So
Silk
this
Song,
is
yeah,
the
which is the follow-up to it.
expansion. Or is it the second one?
It's a follow-up to it, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this is also coming day
Oh,
past the game
this
one.
was hilarious.
This High on Life one.
This was so good.
Rick and Morty, brilliant. I don't know what
I
sort
should
of
have
office
recognized the voice, and then it said from the creators of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, of course.
This one looks so funny, especially the guns, the way
the
they
guns
talk
they
to you.
talk to you. Yeah.
And you're holding the gun, and he goes, buy me dinner first, or maybe run a bubble bath. And
I'm
just like-
knifey.
Hi, knifey, stab. Yeah.
and the other one's like, those are my children. They explode quite easily, but it's
Yes.
okay. It's easy to make more.
I know. I was like, wow, that's kind of okay. There you go.
I
This
was
looks
so-
so good.
Yeah, it does look really good. I was sitting there going, I don't know. There's something grotesquely awkward, like uncomfortable about this game, and I wasn't sure whether I liked it or not until the knifey guy arrived.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's
there he is.
great.
Stabby.
Stabby. I'm like, okay. And then I realized maybe this is like the Sunset Overdrive 2 that we're looking for, except more violent.
Oh, it could be
Yes.
actually.
This
Yeah,
is so
just something
good.
crazy, really wacky. Lots of blood.
Yeah, lots of
And Care Bears
weird
fighting each
gore.
other, angry Care Bears.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that
like,
was
now
hilarious.
fight. The Care Bears all just rip each other apart. This looks
Yeah.
so funny.
Oh, I love how grotesque this particular villain is. So I think that's why I'm gonna play it.
Yeah,
Yes.
looks good, doesn't it? Day one Game Pass.
Day one Game Pass. I'm not a big fan of Rick and Morty though, so
It's
Yeah,
October
gonna be a
22,
bit
so it's going to be out
weird.
soon. It will be
'Cause, yeah.
weird, yeah.
Rick and Morty has very strange humor,
it does.
and sometimes it hits it, but most of the time for myself it misses. So I wonder how this game's gonna be.
I think it'll be just awkward, mostly.
Yeah, especially because it's voiced by the same Rick character, who's really good at just the whole stuttering and yelling at the same time.
One of the guys in chat has described it as cartoon scorn.
Cartoon Scorn, yes.
Oh yes.
Q-Tang Clan, where are you from? While these guys chat.
Yeah.
Sarah Bond, where are you? You just randomly found us.
Yes, I'm excited to know too. But one thing I don't want to miss what we're seeing right now is I like this woman's dress, and where can I get it?
Where
So
can I get it?
Simone is referring to Sarah Bond's dress that she was wearing while chatting about all the games and how much she loves the fans.
Yes. So cool. It's denim, and I don't know what she's wearing underneath. And it's real classy, really smart looking.
There's lots
at
and
the
lots of
same
detail,
time-
isn't there? No.
Lots of detail, but at the same time, it looks really comfortable. So I want that dress. Fine for me.
Tweet at her. Just say, love the dress.
me a
Where
dress.
can I get it?
Oh, that's a fantastic idea.
That'd be great.
Yes.
So we're New Zealand based as well. Q-Tang.
Oh, that's exciting. Good to meet you. Whereabouts in New Zealand do you live?
That sounded
I'm
a little-
genuine. We're
I
trying
know
to,
you are
we're
genuine.
trying to
That's hilarious. Right,
make
okay.
content because this woman's just talking and
I know. Okay,
we don't
yeah,
have
Mark.
subtitles.
Come on, Mark Morrow. President of Games Riot Games.
So
Oh,
Okay.
Riot Games. This was interesting.
This
how,
was surprising.
Yes.
oh my word, I cannot explain how excited I am for this. Because Simone and I have just started playing Wild Rift on mobile.
Oh,
Yeah, the League of Legends.
And now all the heroes in League of Legends
yeah.
Wild Rift are being unlocked.
166 legends have been unlocked or something.
Yeah, for Game Pass members. How good is that?
So everyone's is it going to be crossplay?
Wild Rift is mobile only.
Yeah.
So everyone plays Valorant. The amount of people
Yeah.
that ask me, "What games do you play? Do you play Valorant?" I'm like, "No, I don't play that game." No, because I've got a PC ready to play on.
Yeah.
But does it mean it'll crossplay from Xbox to PC?
Maybe.
Uh,
They
They
don't
did
say.
say that.
They don't
Yeah, they did say that this was more PC Game Pass than anything.
Okay.
oh, that's right. Yes.
So yeah, but it's still really cool. I mean, that's a really cool perk
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
because these heroes cost real world money. So it's you can go to your friend who doesn't have Game Pass and you can be like, oh yeah, look at all the heroes that I just have unlocked.
Haha,
because
look at
I'm
me.
I'm a Game Pass member.
You should become one too. You can get one like me.
Yeah, you can unlock all the heroes for $9.99 a month.
Okay, so here's a question. I'm not familiar with any of these games except the one we've started playing, Wild Rift.
Mm-hmm.
Is this an incentive for Asian mobile gamers?
Oh, League of Legends is huge. Yeah, it's massive.
So an
Yeah.
incentive
Massive
to get Game
e-sport.
Pass?
And for Wild Rift, which is the mobile game, it's gonna push Game Pass massively into the Asian market, I think.
You reckon? Because the Game Pass is cheaper than buying each of the characters.
Oh, easily, yes.
Yep.
Because then you only need to worry about skins, and those skins you can get from like loot boxes from just playing the game.
Eventually, but yes.
Yeah. But still,
Eventually.
it pulls the barrier to entry down quite a bit,
It does. It does.
which is so good.
Yeah, well, you
When I
jump in
saw
because
this-
you're paying for it anyway. You might as well just jump in, isn't it? It's one of those.
Yeah. It's when I saw this, I think I was the most excited out of the entire crowd.
Yeah, gosh, the guy next to me was so confused.
Yeah,
But he was confused about a lot. Every time something came on, he'd do, the what's going on with his hands, that
do you think?
gesture.
Do you think he was
Oh,
going to
yes.
the PlayStation State of Play one and missed it? Went to the wrong day.
Yeah, maybe he pitched up at the wrong one, and he's like, "Where's the
Where's the
PlayStation games?"
PlayStation.
I had the feeling there was certain games he was waiting for. And so
Oh,
every
yes.
time something came on that
it's
he
like, no.
That wasn't the
Wasn't.
game he wanted.
then he's
It does say PC and mobile on the
Yeah.
on each of them actually. So yeah,
No.
possibly.
no, not on Wild Rift. See, there we go, mobile.
Yeah, mobile only. But that's such a good bonus. That's such a good benefit of showing the perks, the power of the perks of Game Pass.
Yes.
It's
This
just
game is
how cool is
incredible.
this?
All right, so we're on to the next game by Focus Entertainment and
Asbo.
Asbo.
Azobo.
So has anyone played the original Plague game?
Yes.
Not yet, sorry, but it's on my to play. Kyle has.
Yes, I'm almost finished it. I think I'm at the
Oh.
last level, the second to last level.
Oh,
or
so you can finish this month then, will you?
I could try give it a push. Especially now that it's been updated for the Xbox Series X.
Oh, well, there you
X.
go. You should do that. Rather than completing games you've already completed, you can play games you've not completed.
But this is interesting. The first game came out of nowhere and was so good because it had those rats and the darkness and was so weirdly
Yes.
grotesque.
Yeah.
And this one, the thing I appreciate about this one is that it's gone more into the murdering side of things, like the ethical side of things. You're
Right.
murdering to survive. You don't need to murder type thing.
Because she says a line that's like, "We're not killing any soldiers this time." Or
Yes.
something.
And then the very next scene, she pushes some soldiers into rats.
Yes, I did see that. I thought,
And
wow,
then-
that's real mean.
It looks fantastic.
So,
really does.
what is this game? Is it a sneaky game?
It's kind of sneaky. It's kind of, you have to think about where the light is and puzzle based because the rats don't go into the light. So then you have to light something and move it around and all the rest. So it is kind of sneaky, sort of upgradey, kind of thief-like in that way.
Oh, yeah.
But if you haven't played the first one, I think it's about an 8-hour game. Do yourself a service. It is really
Pretty
good. Nice
Interesting.
compact story, great voice acting. Oh my
And it
word.
looks like you take
Really?
over the rats at the end. Like the boy has the
does.
ability to take over the rats. I noticed.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
I was like, ooh, that's a sneaky little thing to add at the end.
I know that's going to go on to the next one, but just quickly, Kyle. the timeline between the first game and the second game
I have
seems
no idea.
quite short because that kid's still a
Yeah,
kid.
Hugo's still a kid, so
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
He
this one's
must
quite
be-
a long one. Don't worry.
it must be quite short to the
Okay.
time frame.
I look forward to it. Maybe I'll play it in August for Back to Your Backlog.
I thought
Oh.
the same, Simone. It's 10-hour
Yeah.
game. Yeah, I think the same.
It's a
Pretty
great.
good.
It's so worth playing, and definitely play it on the new consoles because at 60 FPS at 4K makes the world of difference. I was playing this on the One X, and it was less than 30 FPS at 4K, and it just did not look great at all.
Oh, interesting.
So it's much better now.
Oh, that's years ago then.
Yeah, it is quite a while ago, and it's still on Game Pass, which is quite impressive. Now the
So
next game.
this little game called Forza. We don't know what Forza yet. Forza Motorsport they're calling
Forza
it currently.
Motorsport, yeah.
It'll be Forza 8,
8.
but it's the reboot, so
Yeah, but then I don't know what they're going to call it though. Maybe just call it Forza.
Motorsport. Yeah.
What do you mean reboot?
Well, they've kind of rebooted the thing. So rather than give it a number, as in Forza Motorsport 8, it's just going to be Forza Motorsport.
Oh, why
Play
did they
day
have
one
to
gamers.
reboot it if the last one was not that long ago?
I think it's to show that it's for the next generation.
Oh, consoles.
Yeah, it's a next gen racing experience.
Okay. Okay.
Simone does not sound very impressed.
I'm sorry. My voice gave me away.
I do not
Motorsport.
care. It is racing cars driving around in circles.
Not quite. I've played Motorsport, by the way.
Okay.
Motorsport 5, hey Carl, the one that came with the Xbox One.
Yep.
I've played more of it than Kyle.
Yep. Well, you've gone to achievement
that's
hunting it.
Interesting. Okay.
It is interesting.
So-
Now,
Go on.
yep.
No, go for it.
Okay. So at the end of the show, we asked each other what we were most excited about, and both Oz and Cooper are excited for Forza.
I'm excited for Forza if they do because I played 6 quite a lot, but I found 6 laborious in the end. Because what you have to do is every single race, and it's kind
yep.
of tiring. Whereas 7, they said it's a bit like what was the game? That banger racing game that I was playing. You kind of have like 7 races you can choose, and each one's worth different points, and you only have to get say 10 points, and one's worth 2, one's worth 3, one's worth 1. You know, kind of give so you can choose what races you want to do. There's obviously an achievement for completing all the races, but if you just want to go to the next stage, next level, or next kind of championship, you just do 10 points or whatever the number was.
That
which
makes
is-
life a whole lot easier.
Yeah, way nicer way of doing it. Whereas in 6, you just had to do all 20 races in Africa. You're like, oh my
Oh,
god,
man.
yeah. And each race is 5 laps, and it just keeps going and going. It's just so much work.
Okay, so you definitely prefer Horizon.
No, 7. No, Horizon's Forza 7, not Horizon.
Oh, Motorsport. Okay, so you don't
Motorsport, so-
mind Motorsport? You just
No,
don't
I
like
like
number
it.
6?
And number 6 was just
Okay.
laborious because it just took ages. I was trying to do achievement hunting, and it was like do 100 laps in the rain. You're like, okay, this is
Yeah, that's so annoying.
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
It's interesting. If we were to compare Motorsport with Forza Horizon, which is probably a boring comparison for most of you, but what I liked about Motorsport when I played it is I was forced to play as different cars and different classes,
Yes.
That's right.
which
Yeah.
was quite nice. But in Horizon, I can play anything I want, and then I'm lazy. I'll just pick my favorite car.
That's what everyone does.
But
Yeah.
I mean, you know me. I like if I'm playing shooters, I like to be good at every gun. So I like being forced to play different cars. in
With
Motorsport.
Forza 6, I got all the DLCs. I had the Porsche DLC, I had the NASCAR DLC, and there was another one as well, I think. And that is like cool because you play NASCARs. You get to all different,
Nice.
and it forces you to drive different NASCARs because it gives you different bonuses for each different NASCAR. So it makes you drive each of the NASCARs. I think they all handle exactly the same, but it does force you to kind of sit in a different color one at least. Yeah, and then the Porsches get harder, and you go up levels. So you start off with like the low, older cars, and then you get newer and newer up into the kind of motorsport ones. It's cool.
So do you have a preference, Lee,
For what car I like?
for
What
Oh.
Forza?
Motorsport versus Horizon?
I feel like Forza Motorsport is more kind of chilled out almost because you're forced to drive in certain races. So you just have to go and do racing. That's it. Whereas Horizon, you do a bit more of a search around. You might want something different to do.
Yeah.
You go on a bit of a mission sometimes. You're like, right, I'm going to do all the jumps, or I'm going to do all the speed traps, and you can kind of do that. But there's way more planning involved in Horizon than there is in Forza Motorsport.
Although just watching the video, remember they said now they've got fuel management and tire management in it.
Yes.
So now it's a lot more simulation.
Yes.
Which is going to add a whole different experience to the game.
I think it's cool. I think it's awesome.
I think it's incredible. And did you notice the dig that they gave to... Well, they did 2 digs towards Gran Turismo.
No, I didn't see that.
So they mentioned ray tracing on track.
Oh, yes, I did hear
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Was that a dig?
Yeah, that was a dig because Gran Turismo can only do ray tracing in photo mode.
Oh, okay.
And the damage.
Yes, damaging all
So-
the different panels and stuff.
Yeah, so Gran Turismo can't do damage because they don't pay the licensing fees to the car manufacturers to show damage.
Oh,
Wow. That's
Wow.
strange.
that is weird.
So-
Yeah.
So this is basically Microsoft flexing, showing off their money to say, we've paid Porsche to be able to damage
To
the
damage
in-car
their
models,
cars.
to get the damage license, And then not only that, but we're going to flex and actually show you each panel and like the paint is scraped and it's on the raised areas, it's got the dirt and all sorts of things.
Was very impressive. And the shot we've just gone past on
The
the stream,
reflection of the car. Yeah.
that was so cool.
That
Yeah.
was amazing.
And just before that, you see the reflection of the sun in
Mm-hmm.
the windscreen. And it looked very real, despite the fact that I leaned over to Kyle and I said, "Oh, look, Kyle, sun." But I was legitimately impressed. Now, this screen that we're looking at here with the water, I was looking at a very particular part of where the water is going through, and it actually it's a repeating pattern.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So, I mean, it's a
I think that's
racing car
amazing
game.
to say. Yeah, it is. I know. I just wanted to say I noticed.
So my notes was, how can it get any better? How
Do you
can
know, I actually
Forza-
said I was on the stream with Isaac and I said to him, is there some point that we'll get bored of the graphics and just go, but what about gameplay now?
Yeah,
'Cause-
because you looked at Forza and I saw that and they were like focusing on the characters and the environment and everything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And you go, how does it get any better? The cars are so real. We're now focusing on how real the trees are that you're not even going to notice because you're driving past at 300 miles an hour.
But it's got to be better gameplay, isn't it? They've got to do stuff with the championship and they've got to do stuff with because I was like, back in the day playing the PlayStation Gran Turismo when you had to do all the licenses to get your cars.
Oh, yes. Oh,
And I used to love doing all that. That was so cool. I think it's number
seriously?
2 or 3. Yeah, it's brilliant. Because it forced you to drive. It forced you to drive properly to actually pass the test to get into the next championship or the next kind of...
Yeah.
Did you hate all that, did you?
I found it to be such a waste of time, such a slog.
No, because actually you're just sat and doing driving racing around and around and around all the time. Whereas here it kind of forces you to go and do something. What was that game called? Driver or something back? What was the game? It wasn't Driver. And it makes you start off and you have to do some reversing in a garage. You have to in a car park. So even get into the game, you have to do pass this test to even get in the game. Yeah.
Is that like Drive Test or something?
No, it was a game. It was actually a racing car game of some sort, way back.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Next game.
Next game.
yeah, talking about things that look realistic, Flip, some of these shots
this is
from
insane.
Flight Simulator just, oh my word. Actually, can you pause it here, Lee?
I can. Let's pause on something looking cool though.
So I didn't realize that helicopters weren't in the game. Pretty stoked about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
that's-
cool. Let's just pause it here.
Go for it. It's fine.
There we go. Perfect.
Here we go. And Kyle, remind us what the name of the ship is.
So, coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator, you now get the Pelican from Halo, and you can fly it.
And you can
And the
fly
most
it.
amazing thing is they've modeled it in the interior as well.
Yes,
So you can
that's
get out and walk around and actually have a look at a real life and
A real life
pelican.
pelican.
Like pelican, yeah. As close to real life as it'll ever get, I think.
You need a VR headset on, it'd be away.
Oh my
Oh,
word.
I
This
was
in
thinking about
VR
that.
would just be this with like the hands-on flight sticks
Yes, please.
would be incredible in VR.
So there was a story last week of them reducing them down to $350 for the proper throttle, the proper kind of controls and everything.
Man,
$350 US. I was like, that's actually quite a good deal now. It's getting down there to
like
taking
it's
your
not-
teddies on a flight with you.
Yeah, it's
something.
not that expensive to turn it into like a proper flight sim deck in a way.
No, not at all. Not $350, and it's a good one as well. It was like a real high quality one. I can't remember the make of it now, but it's real high quality.
Man, so we are so close to basically only ever playing flight sims
Oh,
ever. Just
um,
all the flight sim games.
yeah, that's true. Now I'll tell you, I didn't ever have a huge interest in Flight Simulator until the showcase, and that's because in Fortress Melbourne downstairs, there's places where you can play these games, and they were all free for that night. And someone was there playing Flight Sim for the first time, and they picked a jet from Maverick, the
From
old one.
Top Gun.
Yeah, the
Top Gun.
F-16 Hornet, what it was called. Yeah.
I think he was flying the 14, right? The old
Yeah.
Was it the 14?
14.
I couldn't remember the F
It
number.
was.
I thought I
And-
did well for Hornet. I couldn't remember the rest of it.
Good on you. I could tell the guy hadn't played before, and I kind of hesitated because I recognized the ship because I've just watched it. And it gave you some simple tutorials. This is how you turn, this is how you brake. And he took off. And I thought, oh yeah, he's going to crash. I thought this was full on sim. And he didn't. And he turned and went up and down. And I'm like, maybe this isn't as hard as I thought it was. In my brain, I had this massive wall that just said, this game's too hard for me.
It's too
And so I was-
simmy.
It used
Never
to
gonna
be.
try it.
It used to be really hard
Yeah?
back in the day. Yeah.
The
but-
original.
The original one, yeah. Well, even the last version. I played the last version. And you have to do, like, get the throttle right. You have to take the brake off, and you have to do this, and you put the flaps in the right position. There's a whole kind of list of things you have to do. Whereas now they say, now press A. Press A. Now press, left tab. You're like, oh, left button. Yep, press left button. And that's kind of puts your throttle in the right place and puts your handbrake off. And now press forward with the front, and it gives you the instruction on how to fly. So
Right.
it holds your hand the whole way through it.
It's a lot nicer.
Lots nicer, yeah. And then you're in the sky, and then you can just and then you go, I want to fly here. You can put an autopilot, and then you can take pictures of everything as you're flying around. So yeah, it's nice.
So good.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I'm less scared of the game now.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's very easy to get into. I know someone was learning to fly at the same time,
Oh,
and
yeah?
they jumped into it and said it's actually incredible. Like it's because they actually did their flight. They were learning around Napier.
Oh, yes.
And they did the flight they normally do, and they said it's incredible the way they've done it. Like it's realistic, and they were in the same plane they actually fly as well.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So yeah, it was cool. And they said the interior is the same. He said there's a few buttons which are or like labels and stuff that are slightly different, but he said it's basically the same.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he was really
'Cause,
cool.
yeah.
He went and brought a Series X because of it, basically.
Oh, wow,
He tried it
that's
on
amazing.
mine and went, "This is incredible," and then went and brought a Series X on Trade Me like within a week
Nice.
just to play Flight Sim.
Well, with the new Flight Sim, you can select your level of simulation.
Yes.
So you can go, I need some help. I just want to fly and be cool. Or you can say, right, I have the hands-on flight sticks. I'm training to be a fighter jet pilot. And it goes, right, full-on sim mode, and you need to do all the pre-flight checks and put
But
the
you-
flaps
so-
in and all the rest.
Yeah. So you also have to talk to the tower
Oh, yes.
to ask to go and there's things like this, which it shows you how to do. Remember that? You always, when you come into land, you got to ask the tower to land. They tell you what
runway and what
runway
direction to
pick
come
on.
from.
That's right. Yeah.
And then you'll get in the wrong runway from the wrong
Yeah.
direction. Whoops. My
Then you're
bad,
trying
I
to
just-
taxi and you're not crashing into the airport building. And it's all quite embarrassing.
Okay, so what do you think of helicopters?
I don't know how they do it. They're quite difficult to fly in a simulator, I think.
That's
Yeah,
what I heard.
helicopters are notoriously difficult.
Yeah, there's a whole kind of throttle and height thing, isn't it? Orn and there's yawn and all, yeah, words and stuff.
Yawn
Yaw.
and yawn.
Yawn and orn, yeah. I don't know how they do it. It'd be interesting. They obviously make it quite simple, but
Yeah, they got to get it better for the controller. But I think it'll be similar controls to, say, a drone. You know, it's got to be those type of controls for the drone.
up and down, forward, back, left, right.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it is a simulated game,
Yeah.
so they can't make it too easy.
But
Feel free
helicopters.
to play. Lee.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me.
What were you going to say, Carl?
I was just going to say, the helicopters, that's really cool.
It is very cool. Very
Cannot
cool.
wait.
Those beauty shots just in the
Oh,
beginning.
There's some things about it
Look, we're in a pelican.
just look amazing.
I love the music, though. I just love the
Oh,
music.
yes.
When they played it straight away, the music kicked in. I was like, yep.
So
Da,
good.
da, da, da. You're like, yes. And you
Yep.
go into space.
I saw that. You go into space. That's so cool. It'd be cool if you could connect up with your friends and your one friend is flying the Top Gun, you know, the new SR-71.
And you can
or
chase them
whatever.
around trying to shoot them out of the sky.
Yeah, and you follow him with your Pelican.
And they go 10 Gs.
You know, yeah, go 10 Gs,
10 Gs.
survive the crash.
Yeah, survive the
Blizzard.
crash.
Blizzard Entertainment presents Overwatch 2.
Yeah. Overwatch 2 going free to
Free
play.
to play.
Did you did you
Yes.
expect this?
No, but I've got a feeling they had to because everyone was kicking off. Because everyone's still playing number one.
Yes.
So no one's going to leave number 1 to play number 2, because why would you pay money to play a game you're already playing?
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we discussed this afterwards and basically said it's the best way to get the community to move to number 2.
Oh, it's the only way. It's the only way.
Yeah.
Because they'll just ignore it.
Yeah.
Because it can't look any better, because it's that sort of game. Like, it's got
Yeah.
that look to it. You can't really 4K
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, it's the cartoon style. It's the it's the Blizzard look. They have a look to them, the bubblegum kind of look.
Yeah.
They do. Now,
So, yeah.
my question is, what is the difference between 1 and 2, apart from some new characters?
New maps, new characters.
Yeah, new characters, new maps. It's basically when it came out and was announced, everyone said it could honestly just be patches. They could patch it into their first game.
That's what I was thinking.
You know, Destiny 2 came out and everyone was the same, though, when Destiny 2 came out. They're like, what's the point of this? It's like a big DLC.
Unless
And they're
the
not
only thing I
No,
can
no.
think of is that the Overwatch 2 engine allows for something that the Destiny 2 engine allows for, with the expansion and the live events and things like that.
Maybe.
That
Oh.
the Overwatch 1 engine
Well, there is a
can't do.
new mode, isn't there, in this?
Yes.
Yeah,
Which I don't
That's
remember,
right.
but I did read stuff and was listening at the time.
yeah, still. It's interesting.
So the whole point of this game is to collect skins and collect character kind of outfits and stuff. So do you lose all of those?
That is a very good
Very
question.
good question.
Because, again, why would people play the new one if they lose all their skins?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah. And didn't they say Overwatch 1 and 2 is going to have crossplay anyway?
I know, yeah, they did say that, yeah. They did say that.
The only way to then get people to move is if your skins come with you and you make the second one free to play.
Exactly, yeah.
And then everyone will play number 2. That's the only way to get them to move. But
Yeah.
going free to play, it's a good move, but also, do we need an Overwatch 2?
No, because everyone plays esport, don't they? There's a huge esport place with
Yeah.
Overwatch, the original.
It seems very much like a knee-jerk reaction to something.
But
that
didn't they
Blizzard
talk about
just
this
had
like
to-
2 years ago? They first
Yeah.
talked about this. And everyone went, why? And then they kind of went really quiet, kind of
Yeah.
embarrassed quiet. And now they've decided to go free to play.
And now they're just like, fine, whatever, we're just doing it.
This is in one of the new modes, isn't it? It's like an arena mode or something.
Yeah, arena mode. 1v4 or something?
Yeah, 1v1v1v1.
Yeah, kind of.
Free for all, but maximum of 5.
Or 4
Is it
people, maybe.
4 or 5? Is it?
It
Yeah.
looks like 4, but there's very slim details.
True.
Yep.
It was amazing. This trailer here for Overwatch, when it ended, the auditorium was silent. There wasn't any
Yes.
claps. There wasn't any like, yay. It was
Yeah, like
just-
they weren't angry. They were just...
Just like not
Okay.
care. No, they
Yeah.
didn't.
Just like, cool.
My one thought was, I wonder if Major Nelson is excited
World
about
premiere.
it, because he's a fan.
Oh, is he a fan, is he?
He's a huge
Plays a
Overwatch
lot.
fan. Yeah. He plays a lot of it. So, yeah.
So this is Oxide games. Oh, this looked quite cool. No gameplay, but they look quite
No
cool.
gameplay, but very interesting premise.
Yeah.
This is Ara History Untold.
Yeah, that's it.
I would love to see some like gameplay screenshots of it, or just what type of game it is, apart from just a real-time strategy. I think they said it was.
Yes. I don't remember it being real time. I thought it was
No.
turn-based.
Yeah, I think it's like a Civ thing, isn't it?
Is it a Civ thing? Oh,
I thought it was more like Civ, but my thoughts when I saw this was an opportunity for alternate history. So that's all I know, really. I quite like the trailer.
Yeah, it's cute.
Very cool.
Yeah.
it is a very cool trailer.
But God knows when. Well, 2023 is going to come out, but we know nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't very heavy on details at all. So
No, none.
No. Which I
just-
kind of like. I don't mind.
yeah, it keeps the mystery around.
It does. It does mean, because I don't know what kind of game it is, it's not going to go on
See-
my
See, I'm
playlist.
suspicious because I'm thinking there's not much gameplay. Then there must be a problem.
It probably just means it's coming out
It's
at
not
the
ready.
end of 2023. Pardon me.
But
no,
they
it's
have
over
an
the next 12
insider
months.
program.
Everything's within 12 months, aren't they?
Yeah,
Okay,
everything they
June
showed is in the next 12 months.
2023.
Yeah, it'll be June 2023. Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be an announcement trailer.
It'll
on-
come out day of E3 next year.
Yeah,
Probably.
and that'll be one of the things. And now available with Game Pass.
Exactly.
I'll be like, oh, I remember that from
Oh,
last
that's
year.
right. Yeah.
That was amazing.
Exactly. Well, that was my reaction to Redfall. Oh, I remember this.
Oh, the narrator. That's right. The narrator is from the girl from Expanse, the Indian woman from Expanse. What did you call it? Avasharala. Yeah, right. You know, Expanse.
Avasari?
We actually commented on this during the... So she's got a really distinctive voice. Sounds like she smoked about 400 smokes a day. That sort of voice. She's got that gravelly voice going on.
Amazing.
And
Elder Scrolls is still doing stuff. I was quite
Yeah.
surprised.
Very interesting. Elder Scrolls Online, the Har Isle trailer, going off to the Brentons, which is something different.
She is awesome.
So
I agree, man.
You've played this, Kyle?
Played a bit, but Paul, Hippo HQ, he is a massive fan of this.
That's right.
He spends his life playing this.
There was a handful of people in the crowd that were together, and they were very excited about this.
Oh,
They yelled.
so excited.
No one else was excited. I found that quite sweet. I'm like, I'm glad they're excited. I'm glad someone's playing this game. I'm sure a lot of work's been put into it. I'm not playing it, but I'm glad they are.
I'm glad someone is.
So is it a free expansion, do we know, or is it just a...
It doesn't tell us, does it?
No, it doesn't say anything. I don't know if there's any more news.
Yeah, not much news. But it's interesting
21st
that
of
this
June,
game
it's coming out
is...
in like a week.
Yeah, but it's interesting that the game is still going while they're still trying to make Elder Scrolls 6.
I thought the same thing.
Because
It's a
at some
different
point,
team. It's a completely different team, though.
No, but at some point, look at it from like a lore point of view, from a story point of view, right?
yeah.
At some point, the story for Elder Scrolls Online has to end so that the story from Elder Scrolls 6 can take over. Just my thoughts. It's the same thought I had with Fallout 76. You know, the next Fallout is going to have the history and the lore that Fallout 76 has written about. And Fallout 76 being a live game is going to have stuff continuously
I think
added
it's
to it.
really cute that you think they do that. And they're just going to go, oh, that didn't really happen. It was a different... Everyone just woke up from a dream. And then they kind of just change it.
There's some people out there who will be... Their entire job is to organize the lore for these games. And I have no doubt in my mind that Fallout has at least 3 people or 4 people working on the lore at any one point. And they're the ones sitting there going, and then this happens over here, but then this happens over here, and that, and that. And like they've got the whole lore written down and planned out.
So we're talking... This is Pittsburgh? The Pits
Yeah.
or something? Yeah. So this is a
Pittsburgh
new
and the
add-on
Pit.
to Fallout 76.
Yeah,
Just
it looks
need some more.
really cool. Like, Fallout 76 does look like a great game. It's one of those games that, you know, you grab your mates and you just have fun with.
Me and Paul played this for a bit. He
Yeah.
helped me build my my
Build
house,
your base up.
my base, and then he went around blowing up cars. I don't know why.
He was that bored, was he?
Yeah, I can't remember why he was doing it, but he started blowing up cars, and it was really annoying because I was like, all I hear is boom. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, cars. Oh, okay. Sure, you keep blowing up cars if you want to, bro.
Yep. You blow up cars, I'll just continuously...
I'll just because I had no gear, so I was going around checking all the. I was being a good kind of, what do you call it, looter,
Yep.
and he was just blowing up cars the whole time, making lots of noise. I was like, bro, I'll die.
Amazing.
Oh, you remember when we streamed this game? That's hilarious.
That's so good.
So they're just going through and all the games in Bethesda are bringing out.
Yeah. It's interesting that the pit, the last time we've seen the pit is in Fallout 3.
Yeah, they did mention that, didn't they?
So it's interesting. I mean, they're obviously going back to look at what they've done in Fallout to add to 76, and rather than looking at what's going forward to add to 76.
Is that because of 6 then? Fallout 6?
Fallout 5 will be the next one.
Oh yeah, Fallout
So,
5. Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5
I'm
will be
sorry.
the next one.
This brain.
Just brain.
Yeah.
Now, in the worst kept secret of video games ever, Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels DLC.
So are we thinking that Forza 5 is just a kind of copy and paste of 3 and 4 then?
Yes. Like, Forza Horizon 4 and 5 look really good still. And it's hard to tell the difference in terms of graphics
I
and
haven't played
gameplay
it
alone,
though.
right?
I haven't played it since I played it when it first came out. I did a whole bunch of racing in it. I haven't gone back. Because
Because it's just
what's
the
the
same
point?
as 4, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same as 4.
Did you burn yourself out on 4?
I don't know because I've played 1, 2, 3, and 4 to death. So not really. I don't think. I don't think it was just not different enough. That was the problem.
Yeah, it's...
Like Mexico's actually really boring. Even like there's no kind of different when you drive around different places. It doesn't change. When
yes, sir.
when it's summer and winter and stuff, there's not that much difference.
It's a good
I
question
understand.
though, Kyle. Kingsman in the chat said that this was his biggest disappointment of the whole show. In contrast to that, this was Cameron's biggest excitement of the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Watching
fair.
that was the only way that I'm going to ever jump into Forza Horizon 5 is to play that Hot Wheels DLC because
Really?
it looks it's an arcade racer. It looks great. It's not just race around the track 10 times. It's great, you know? It looks really good.
It's a
And I mean,
dodo.
Yeah. How funny
Okay.
was this?
So
This was great.
I was watching this going, I was talking to Lone Star in the chat going, wait a minute, who's that on that? That looks like that famous actor guy. It's like, yeah.
The
course.
whole crowd cracked up laughing and cheered.
Of course, we're talking about the Arc 2 trailer,
R2.
Yes.
which was also shown off last year or
it?
sometimes in
Yeah,
December.
it's been kicking around for a bit, yeah. The Vin
Yeah,
Diesel
and-
simulator, yeah.
Oh, good old Vin Diesel riding a dinosaur simulator.
Grunting, as you know, as he always does.
The whole auditorium cracked up when they saw Vin Diesel.
Yes.
So funny.
So good. I really want to get into Ark.
Ark, I've
but-
played it for a bit, it's fun.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
it's fun.
Wait for Arc 2.
It's hard. You start off naked and you've got to build everything from scratch.
I do like that idea
Yeah.
of
And
starting
10
from
dinosaurs.
scratch.
Chronicles of Riddick.
My notes for Arc 2 is just a giant lol.
Lol.
Just-
Yeah.
It looks absolutely hilarious. Like, not in a serious way.
So next we have
Scorn.
Scorn, yeah.
How
This
good.
looks freaky, this game.
Oh my word. Scorn looks so good.
Hello, Mr. Simpson.
I love the look of it. Like, you insert guns into certain things. Like, you start off by pulling a thing out of your chest. Everything is just so
Wrong?
organic.
Okay, organic, yeah.
Like, yeah, like the way the guns are built it's all very organic and like gross and creepy. I
Yeah,
can't
very
think of another way to describe it.
Very unique.
It looks amazing.
Unique, yeah.
I love the look of this, but then I'm a huge H.R. Giger fan from Alien. His artwork is amazing, and this is entirely inspired by that.
Simone doesn't sound as infused.
No, I didn't want to interrupt anyone. I feel like I've been doing that a lot. This won't take long. I'm not interested in Scorn because it looks terrifying, but I can appreciate how the themes of the game are all the same and unique. I love the style of the guns. I've never seen anything like that before, so I like that.
Yeah. What do you think of Scorn, Lee?
Oh, it looks freaky. Yeah, it looks really freaky. I wonder what the story will be. What are you trying to do? You're trying to get out of somewhere? Or are
It
you
looks
trying
like
to
you're
get
just
to
trying
somewhere?
to escape, hey?
Yeah.
Very puzzle-based looking like, but man, just the style of it, just the sound was so good. I was so excited for Scorn. Everything about it is just such a great October game.
All right, now I
So this
don't want
game
us
looks
to glance past this game
No, no, it
because
looks
this is
awesome.
one of the few games I wrote down to add to my playlist.
Oh yes,
Uh,
this is Flintlock.
Yes,
Yep.
that's right. It just looks really, really cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Yeah.
I like that you've got on the right hand you've got a melee axe, and on your left hand you've got a gun
And a little
I
pet.
love- and a cute little. Oh, the whole auditorium just went aw when it lay down in the
When it's
dust.
at the end. Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, it just lay down in the dust. It wasn't doing anything cute, but yes. And actually yes, in the trailer you see her fight a boss and she has to maneuver her way out of these like discs.
You see
of-
it there. It's just coming up there.
of
Yeah.
stuff. And that's what sold me on it actually. I thought, okay, this is like quick time. You have to watch what's
Yeah,
going
you
on
have to learn their attacks and stuff.
and
don't you?
dodge.
Yeah.
And I thought, flip, that's cool. I'll be playing this. And I'll let you know how it goes.
I'm keen as well. It looks awesome. Yeah, it looks fun.
Keen beans. So, just for the record, so far this is only the second game I wrote down that I want to
Oh.
play.
What was the first
Okay.
one?
Plague Tale.
Plague Tale. Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Here he is.
This one-
looking cute.
Yeah, and he lay down and yeah, everyone went, oh, this game to me looks like it's trying to be Horizon Zero Dawn in a way.
Yes. I got that feeling too,
It's
which
like
is a shame.
the cheap version of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah,
You
she's
know that
not as
meme?
pretty
That
as
meme,
Aloy.
can we get Horizon Zero Dawn at home? No, we have Horizon Zero Dawn at home. The Horizon Zero Dawn at home is Forsaken.
Forsaken.
Or Flintlock.
Flintlock, okay.
What's going on now? Was everyone surprised by this?
So
Confused.
surprised.
Oh, confused.
No, the feeling I got from everyone was confusion.
What the? Because no one knew about it. It's basically Minecraft RTS.
Well,
Yeah.
it is, but what confused me is the fact that it said from the creators of Minecraft. So I thought it's not going to be Minecraft.
It's not Minecraft, really.
No, it is. It's called Minecraft Legends.
Yeah, but it's not Minecraft in the kind of Minecraft.
But you still build.
Yeah, but you're building cities in a different way, aren't you? You're building like a tower or like a base, basically. Base builder, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is like a base builder.
Yeah.
I saw this and my first thought was, this is Minecraft Ray Tracing Edition finally. Or
I know.
The super
That's what
duper
I
graphics
thought.
pack.
Yeah. I thought exactly that when it first came on. I was like, oh, cool. They've actually fixed it and brought out that thing from like 5 years ago.
And then, disappointment.
Remember the
But it
super
was so
duper
funny.
graphics we talked about for weeks and months?
Yeah, I do. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this trailer because I was confused through 90% of it. And
So
extra
if you
confused.
take it as an RTS, what you do is you build a base and then you get kind of armies of whatever to help you. Armies
Yeah,
of...
but what do you think? Are you going to play it?
I think it could be quite good fun.
Yeah?
I like Minecraft. I like all the stuff they do in Minecraft. It's kind of...
Yeah, but this isn't Minecraft, like you said.
But it's kind of Minecraft in a kind of stupid... Minecraft, all of it has like the same sort of humour though, or the same sort of feel to it.
Yeah, the same sort of humor I was just thinking.
Yeah.
I don't...
Especially at the beginning where it has all the villagers and they're all just going,
Okay, that was pretty funny.
That was so funny. The whole auditorium started doing the whole villager noises.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it
was
could be
gonna
good.
say, I don't think Minecraft has any humor, but
It's got enough that it's there.
It's got a feeling to it. It's a Minecraft thing, isn't it? Like it is
Yeah, it does. It's I see it as the same kind of like as Lego humor. Lego's got a very distinct kind of humor. Minecraft has a distinct kind of humor.
that's okay.
Exactly.
We'll disagree. I'm not
Okay.
interested in this.
Interesting.
Wow, that's just
My
me and you,
notes
Carl.
basically say it looks cute.
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah, it'll be funny.
Yeah,
and if they
that's
run
it.
with it, like Minecraft Dungeons has been really successful and they've ran with it and they keep adding to it and stuff. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
so-
quite cool.
It's quite impressive how much Mojang has put behind their Minecraft name.
Oh yeah.
And they're just expanding it out now, which is great.
I saw there's gonna be a movie, Minecraft movie.
Ooh. As is Chris Pratt playing Steve.
Okay, so what did you guys think of Lightyear Frontier?
Remind me of Outer Worlds.
Really?
It's that graphic kind of feel to it.
Yeah. Okay, Outer Worlds meets No Man's Sky,
Man's Sky.
meets Minecraft because of the farming. Actually, it also made me think of what is that game, Kyle, where you're in charge of a farm?
The blobs.
The blobs?
Yeah, Slime Rancher.
Slime
Slime
Rancher. It
Rancher,
reminded
yeah.
me of that too.
Yeah. The first thing I saw in this was, this is like a different version of Satisfactory.
That was my other thought.
So
I
it's
leaned-
a whole bunch of different games all mushed together.
Yeah. And you're a mech.
Yeah, and you're a mech.
And you're a mech, yeah. Well, you can do mechy stuff and build on your mech and make your mech better.
And then it's got some Stardew Valley stuff into it because you're building your farm up.
Yeah. But
Well, that's just
first
that's
person-
management, isn't it? It's a management point to it.
Yeah.
It is, but that's what made me think of Minecraft rather than Stardew Valley.
And it's multiplayer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Four
Oh,
player
is it?
multiplayer. Well, there's
Yeah,
four
four-player.
guys stood next to each other.
Oh.
So,
Four-player co-op.
four-player co-op, yeah.
Oh, I didn't actually notice that.
What do you think of it before we move on to the
Oh.
next game?
It could be fun. It could be fun, and if they do it well, if they do it kind of, if they make it interesting, it could be quite good fun.
Yeah. I think it's going to fly under a lot of radars because
Yes.
of what it is and what it's doing. It's just a mixed match of a whole bunch of different games that we've all seen before.
Yeah, but if they do it well, then it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah. Do you have any idea, like, do you have any faith that they're going to do it well?
Oh, mate, who knows? You can't tell. It's too early. Who knows what they're going to do?
All right, so Gunfire Reborn. I forgot this had been showed.
Yeah, so have
shown
I, actually.
this morning. I remember thinking to myself, I'm not going to play it unless my friends tell me it's amazing.
I feel like there's too many games like this out there. That's what I
Same.
thought. Especially with the graphics and when they've done all the style and everything. It's like, oh yeah, they're just...
Yeah. After that little opening, I was surprised by the graphics. It's kind of like when you see those those movie shots of World of Warcraft, and then you see the gameplay.
That's right. Yeah, the CGI kind of coolness. Then you go, all right. So there's little guys you can't really see properly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is
What
also
do you guys
very
think?
forgettable.
Yeah. Big
Like
time.
as soon as the trailer ended, I think immediately everyone forgot that they even announced it.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because people will play it.
Yeah. And it looks like it's a good co-op game as well.
4 players, hey?
Yep, 4 players. Now this next game, I wrote down, this looks really cool, really interesting. I want to experience this game.
Oh, this one.
So this is The Last Case of Benedict Fox.
Did the guy that talks to him remind you of, is it Spawn, what his name is? The guy, the black kind of Spider-Man guy. Not Spider-Man.
Oh, the Miles Morales kid?
No,
No,
no.
Spawn.
I mean, like the one that kind of is like all kind of
Oh, Venom.
Venom. That's it. Yeah, Venom.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It reminded you of Venom completely. I was watching this. It's like, especially when he was talking as well, and being his kind of like his mind almost, or whatever he's
Yeah.
being. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's Venom.
True.
You look at him now, you go, oh, he's got the same eyes and that kind of.
Yeah, like his own symbiote in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a symbiote. Yeah,
It looks really interesting.
looks really cool. Yeah,
So
look-
it's
Look forward to watching Kyle play this.
from a distance.
No, I don't want to play it myself, but I'm keen to watch.
Sometimes they're good.
Someone
These platformers depends how well they do them.
I
If the
know.
story's intriguing enough to kind of put you through it as well, because you're trying to find your
That's
dad, aren't you, or something?
yeah, but yeah, the whole idea behind it is just super interesting. It reminded me a lot of Oxenfree, just in terms of that type of story and that type of, like there's some weirdness behind there going on.
Yes, darkness.
Very much so. So
Yeah.
yeah, and
The
Spring
Last
23
Case
as
of
well.
Benedict Fox. I was like, oh yes, this looks amazing, and it's coming to Game Pass.
Day one, Game Pass.
Add that to the list.
Okay, interesting.
Oh,
This
this game.
next one?
I'm not sure about this game. As Dusk Falls.
No, neither am I. But I definitely got a deep what? Feeling? No.
Hunch.
I don't know. I felt things.
Did
Yes.
you?
I felt that this game is going to be very narrative heavy and that narrative is going to be really, really good.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I wrote
it
it
has
down.
to be really, really good, else it's going to fall very flat.
Yes.
Really, really
it
flat.
looks unique. So it's down as my 3rd game that I'm putting on my wish list. And we'll try it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like the game. I didn't like the art style. Didn't do it for me
Fair
at all. I
enough.
found it very
Yeah.
annoying and very kind of weird and jerky and just not.
I also found it annoying, but then I wondered whether I'd get used to it. Like a graphic novel.
Yeah, but
It
I
looks
don't know.
interesting.
It's
The-
almost like it's trying too hard. Maybe that's what I thought. It was like,
Maybe. Very art projecty.
Yeah. Yeah, very art projecty. But the interesting thing about this is like 8-player co-op when making decisions.
Oh yeah.
oh, what was that about?
Yeah, that seems very strange, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
That seems hard in real life. Decisions with 3
Because
people is
you know, there's some idiot there who's going to make the wrong decision every single time just to mess with you
Oh yeah, just because it's funny.
because it's hilarious. Yeah,
This goes back to last week's conversation, right? About be careful who you play games with.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Lee.
But yeah, it could be pretty good. All that it has to lean on really is its story and narrative and decisions that you
It
have
has
to
to,
make.
but it has to do that. Though. That's exactly what it has to do. Like it's got nothing else it leans on.
Yeah, so it's got to be good. The fact that she was French, making an American type movie style game means that it's got to be a different
Yes.
view on things, like an
Yes.
outsider's view on an American Western town in a way, which may make things different and interesting because
I-
it's not like an American making it. You know what I mean?
I am so glad you mentioned that. I didn't think about that. This is not going to be a predictable story, is basically what you're saying,
Yeah.
because we're not used to watching French films.
Yes, and yeah, it's going to be like a yeah. What are they called? International film, foreign film. That's the word.
Yeah.
It's going to be a foreign film set in America, which is going to be so strange. So it'll be very strange. It could also just be a bunch of cliches
That's what I think, personally.
because
From all
the
I've seen
whole-
of this, all these clips I see, it's all just cliche.
Yeah, the whole get rid of the copper with the people robbing
Yeah.
the gas station thing.
Yeah,
Cliche, but then it showed the decision tree, which is interesting. And especially if you've got 8 people playing.
No, so
with
then I
decisions.
saw that, I went, oh, right, so there's about 18 different ends to this game. That means you have to replay it 18 different times.
Only if you want 100% it. We aren't that podcast, remember, Lee?
I know we're not, but that's what I thought. I went, oh, right, so there's lots of different decisions which make a different... Oh, my God, no.
Amazing. So yeah, that was As Dusk Falls. So it's a very divisive game,
I think so, yeah, not a fan.
Man, interesting.
All right. So this next one, no one seemed to have heard of.
It's-
Called Naraka.
But it's massive, though, isn't it, on
Bladeforce?
PC?
Naraka
That's what I've
Bladeforce.
heard,
Yeah.
but I've never heard of the game.
Everyone's really excited.
Yeah, I feel so left out. I don't understand.
I think it's so what I actually noticed, so State of Play PlayStation had loads of these sorts of games, this sort of Asian influence games, and Xbox had like 2 maybe.
Right.
I thought it was
Xbox
quite
had a
interesting
few,
how little Japanese, Asian sort of games we had.
Yep. So do I understand that this is like melee Overwatch?
Yeah, it
Asian
looks
melee
like it's
Overwatch.
like a battle royale with 60 people
60.
rather than 100. Yeah,
Yeah, 60. Yeah, it does say.
and
It's
then
60 different
each-
characters.
Yeah, and then each hero has its own abilities.
Wow.
From what we
He
can
just
see.
changed into a 4-armed monster. That guy.
Sometimes you just got to, you
Just
just
gotta flex
you've
still,
had
isn't it?
enough. You have to be the next 4-armed monster.
I agree with Kingsman here. I love the idea of a melee battle royale because I'm
Getting
some people
sniped
are
all the
terrible
time.
shots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. So I'm so intrigued. This is something I didn't know I wanted to play.
We
until
can
I
jump
saw
in and
it.
have a look. See if it's any good.
Yeah,
Just
exactly. I mean,
mash
it only
X.
this comes out in 10 days.
23rd, yeah. And people are very excited, which makes me think it's obviously got a big following somewhere. Not in
Yep.
our
Yeah.
world, but somewhere.
Yes, indeed. So that was Naraka Bladepoint, which
Welcome,
looks
yeah.
amazing. Yeah, it's for the popular PC battle royale game, which is great, and it's coming to Game Pass, which is even better.
Oh, this game. How weird. So what did you think when you first started saw this game? I was like, oh, no, not one of those games again.
Let's have the name of the game first. So,
Pentiment. Pentiment? Pentiment, isn't it? Is it?
Pentiment.
Pentiment, yeah. I was watching this going, oh my God, this looks terrible.
My notes for Pentiment say no. What?
Oh. No, but then it got better. As the kind of trailer went on, it got better, I thought. It started
No.
off terrible and got better as it went along. No?
No,
No?
no.
Just no.
No, full stop, what, question mark. That was my notes for this game. Was, what the heck is this nonsense? Like, it's Obsidian, right? So it's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be interesting.
Yes.
But also no. No, no thanks.
Here it is, a rather dramatic head wound. I thought that's a... That just made me chuckle. That was at that point I was like, oh, okay, this does not take itself seriously. And then there was running. And then there was
It's going to be an interesting game. I might
Lies,
watch someone
truth.
play it.
I just thought it was funny.
Actually, yeah, that particular scene made me go, huh, I
Yeah.
think I'm going to try that.
I know, that was as I watched it more, the more I was like, actually this looks really cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Man.
Just me then.
Okay, so
No, I think
I
I
love you.
agree.
Yeah. It's
I've
gonna
never played anything like this.
No, exactly. No. It may start off slow and get kind of crazy as you go into it. That's what I was thinking.
amazing. What a strange game. Yeah, I looked at it and I'm like, oh, no.
I know, that's what my initial thought was, because
And then as it went on further, I was just like, even more, no, I will not.
That's okay, Carl. I'll tell you how it is.
Yep, I'll watch you play, and then I'll get all the jokes as well. Which would be
Get all the
great.
jokes.
It reminded me of the game you played for April Achievement Challenge, that funny one where you're a doctor and had to make decisions.
Astro Glacier or something. Astro Glaster or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you had to just mess
That
around
was-
with the, wasn't it putting the stars in a certain alignment?
Yeah,
Something like that.
that was a fun game. That was funny.
So, Grounded comes out, finally.
Grounded. No
Grounded's
longer in
for
beta.
release?
No longer in beta.
Game preview, sorry.
Yeah.
It looks
This
cool.
is so cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. I do miss this game, actually. I keep thinking about jumping back into it again.
Man.
Just because I really enjoyed messing around. I built base and I was kind of getting into it. I spent quite a bit
Yes.
of time on it initially.
Yeah, the building the base. I mean, you can see what some people have built online already.
Oh, they're
Like,
incredible. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, you see on this
Yes.
video, though.
Yeah, that
the base that
massive
someone's
thing
built.
that they've built.
And I like the fact that still, because when I played it, I think I played the beta with you. and the story kind of stopped all of a sudden.
Yeah, it just ends.
It just ends. You're like, oh, so what happens now? Once you climb into that little hut, don't you, or something, then you have to go in a room, then, yeah. Avoiding the spiders.
Yeah. What's nice is this game has a creative mode.
Oh,
So if
even
you feel
better.
like just building a miniature house, you can do that.
Look at that
So-
place there. It looks amazing.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Lasers were like, broke my immersion a little bit.
I know, lasers were interesting, yeah.
Interesting choice.
They've added so much to this game though, and they've updated the graphics engine as well, from what
Really?
I've seen. So
Oh.
it's got like how State of Decay 2 got its update for the graphics engine to make things more realistic, more foggy, less. You can see it from here into next week. They've done the same thing here. They've added a bit more fog and like depth and lighting and stuff.
That's cool. It's a fun
Grounded
game.
looks amazing.
10 million people play it.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's impressive.
Yeah, super. I didn't know that. But if you hop onto Twitch, there's always people streaming this game.
It's
fun.
like, especially the building aspect of it, I think is amazing.
Yeah.
It's what keeps people coming back for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And I was building real small places, but it's kind of cool because you've got to still build it and you've got to look after it because the ants come and try and take over your place. And
Yeah, and steal your grass.
it's grass, yeah.
They take away your fences.
That's right.
All
So this
right.
game, this was interesting.
This one's on my to playlist.
Yeah, it looks quite
Erebin, what? Erebin Shadow Legacy?
Yes. So you have two modes. You have your shadow mode, where you glow in the dark. Seems a bit strange. And then you've got your in the light mode, and you become a shadow when you're in the
In
dark.
the dark. Yeah.
Such a cool concept.
It's, puzzle platformer or stealth platformer, they call it.
Is it a platformer, is it?
Yeah, they say it's a stealth platformer,
Oh, okay.
but it looks very cool.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, yeah. It's got
The
a cool,
art style's-
cool art style to it.
Yeah, art
There's
style
like
looks
anime
great.
sort of art style to it.
Yeah, anime kind of action. It reminded me a lot of League of Legends type videos. Whenever you see the heroes fighting, very similar kind of art
Oh,
style.
so you
to it.
stay in the dark. If you stay in the dark, you can't be seen because you're a shadow.
Yes.
Yeah,
Would you call this cell shaded?
yeah,
Okay.
cell shaded. So
Very
this looks
cool.
cool. Yeah, I wrote down looks great.
Looks awesome.
Looks
Yeah, yeah.
great.
Comes out 23 as well.
Yeah. Man, next year is going to be so full of games. I think we're going to just have to cancel every event.
I read
the
a headline
podcast does.
saying Microsoft have an issue next year with too many games coming out and trying to plan them properly. So I thought they probably have because they've done nothing this year. So all these games come out next year.
So let me just say this next game that they showed off, as soon as I saw the character, I knew what it was.
Same.
But
Yes.
as soon as I saw the character, my hype was hyped even more. My hype level went to hype 11, and I cannot wait for Diablo
So
4.
it's funny because as soon as I saw this, I was like, "That's Diablo," and I was like, "No, it can't be Diablo." I didn't know they were going to do an announcement of Diablo in this.
Neither.
Yeah,
Diablo 4,
Diablo 4.
they revealed the Necromancer, which is the best character class, and I will fight you on this.
What character do you normally play then?
Necromancer.
Oh, okay.
Necromancer or Assassin for Diablo 2.
Oh, see, I played the Witch Doctor in 3. That was fun.
He's okay.
No, it's pretty good. You can just stand back.
Yeah, that's what I like about the Necro in Diablo 2. You stand back and you have a cup of tea while your skeletons go off and
Just
fight
gonna do
things for
stuff
you.
for you.
So the fact that they showed off the roadmap in a way for Diablo 4, saying, here's all the events during the game, here's the story, but the end game, these things change and you can carry on doing this and there's these strongholds and there's a lot of thought that they put into it. They've obviously seen Diablo 3 and they've realized that people are playing the ladder and the seasons quite a lot and getting into that. And so they thought, well, we got to just keep people coming back. So push into the end game stuff, push into the strongholds and things like that. But
It was
it's just
smart.
very smart.
It was smart of them, and I appreciated it as well. Even as someone who's not a huge fan of Diablo, I liked it. They were transparent. I felt like they were talking to me as a gamer, rather than just trying to sell me something.
Yes.
They're like, by the way, when you finish the game, we have more for you.
Yeah, there's all
And I'm
this
like,
cool stuff
"Oh."
you could do.
That's really nice.
And it's
You
like,
didn't have to
so
do that.
I went Division 2 because Division 2 kind of works. So you've got Endgame, and then after that, you've got loads of stuff to do after that as well. It feels like that. Like Endgame gets you to a point, and then you keep going.
You just keep going.
You just keep going. And you get all the
man.
cool gear.
this game is gonna, and the fact that this has couch co-op,
Yes.
even better.
That must be later on in this video, is it? They talk about it, or is it just come up
Yeah,
after this?
they talked about it. They went into depth the whole, like the end game content and showing the roadmap and stuff.
Oh, yeah, here
but-
we go. Yeah.
It's so good. And the best thing I like about Diablo 4 is that it's not bright and colorful like Diablo 3. It's gone back to the dark gothic look
Yeah.
of Diablo 2. Because Diablo 2 was very, very dark, you know, very gothic. And then Diablo 3 comes out and it's unicorns and rainbows and teddy bears everywhere. So much so that there's even a level with unicorns and rainbows and teddy bears.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
No, you're right.
So,
You're right.
So did
I'm
you sign up for
sorry.
the beta that came out yesterday?
yes, I did.
Oh,
One of the first things I did this morning.
You saw that
Register.
went right.
I'm going in.
I posted it into the Game Face chat.
great.
That's so good. I cannot wait. This game's going to be so good.
Mhm.
Man.
Are
I'm
you
a huge-
tempted to go and get 3 on the Xbox?
No,
Because I think this week is free play on Diablo 3.
no,
No, okay.
no. I've done Diablo 3 to death on PC. And it's just, Diablo 3 is one of those games that I felt myself being bored while playing it.
You're just going through the motions, yeah.
Yeah, and that was the same thing in Borderlands and Borderlands 2. I got about 10, 15 hours in, and I just felt myself being bored. You know what's coming, even if it's new, you know the humor, you know what's going to happen, and there's nothing different, you know?
So much hate.
Diablo 3 feels the same way.
Yeah, so this is
Passionate.
fun. They're just going through all the different... so what are the characters? Are they the same as Diablo 2? Are they in Diablo 3? Like the same characters? Warrior and Necromancer,
Barbarian,
Sorceress.
Druid,
I didn't
Demon
see
Hunter.
a paladin.
There's no paladins, no.
No, okay.
The nice thing is the character creator, finally.
Yeah.
So you don't have to
So-
choose a pre-made character.
Why are you creating characters? Because you can't see a character that well.
Because it's cool. I don't get what you say, but creating a character is going to be cool.
Because
Because at the end
Saints
of the day,
Row brought out a standalone character creator.
I saw.
Really?
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Horses.
Yeah.
I was pretty excited about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't know they did
Horses.
horses. I don't remember horses being in this game.
The open world sounds amazing.
Open world, yeah. I was slightly concerned about that, but yeah, open world. But then it makes more sense later on when they say they do the live events you can turn up into, or the what do they call the world events? They do.
Yeah, world events. Which
Yeah.
reminds me of Destiny 2. They had
Ex-
world events
Yes,
that you just jump in and do things with random people.
random people. Yeah,
Be quite cool.
So I know Matty's saying so much hate, Kyle, but no, the man's just passionate. He knows what he likes.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, Diablo 4. I saw this, and I think I was probably the most excited person in the auditorium. I was
Oh no,
like-
this is awesome. I'm so looking forward to this actually being a decent Diablo game. I hope they learned from their last attempt.
Yeah, definitely.
And it'll be on console, and the controls will be interesting. That's why I want to play Diablo 3 to see what the controls are like.
Paul says the controls are very good in
Yeah.
Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
So-
this is crossplay.
Yeah, crossplay as well. I was like, oh, that's very cool. And this guy here to fight this guy would be amazing.
Yeah.
I like
It
watching
reminded me
this
of Final
game.
Fantasy. What was the one that the kids are playing? That we watched Emily play.
14.
Oh, 14, yeah.
Online one that she plays. And just
Yeah.
chaos.
Yep. And the nice thing about Diablo is the 8-player co-op.
Yes.
So that would be fantastic.
Yep. And you just
Imagine
go,
8 necromancers running around with their army of skeletons. And they're sitting back with their cup of teas, just drinking, and all the skeletons are just,
Skeletons doing
just
stuff.
murdering everyone. That'd be so good. Yep.
Yep.
My
Just-
notes for Diablo 4 was, there goes my time.
yes, we're done.
I'm done. It's everything about this was so good. And the fact that they went through the roadmap as well kind of sold me even more on it.
Yeah. There's a lot
They've
more
set-
detail. Yeah.
Yeah, they sat down, they've thought about the lifespan of the game. Rather than, like with Diablo 3, I felt that they just added stuff as they were going on. Hey, this would be cool to add. Oh, we should add this because people are finishing the game and, you know? It almost had no thought behind it.
Yep.
How long ago did it come out? It feels like it's quite a while.
Yeah.
Diablo 3 was 2012, I think.
Wow.
So-
Okay.
It's been a while.
Did you see them people kicking off because they're advertising for a product manager? They reckon there's going to be a shop in here where you have to buy stuff if you want to buy things.
Interesting.
Oh, the skill tree, my word.
Oh yeah,
skill
that
tree.
skill tree looks
Oh
incredible.
my god, I hate skill trees.
Oh, what?
Do
They're the
you?
I
best
just
thing.
don't know what to do. I look at it going, oh, that's cool. Oh, but that's cool as well. Oh, but then that's really cool. And then I just get really confused. And then I pick something from my gun randomly. Like something like, oh, boost health. I'll just boost health. It'll be fine. I'll choose something next time.
And that's why Lee plays Forza.
It's all right.
There's
I
no
get really
skill tree
confused
there.
because I'm like, okay, so I always go in the end, I just go on health mostly because I'm like, well, if I get hit, I will not die. This is good.
I actually do the same. I'm like, I'm such a weakling, and
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
so
so
bad,
bad
at
at
video
this game. Yeah, I will get hit. So
Ah,
maybe I can
amazing.
outlast him by not dying as quick as he does.
Yeah.
Man, I normally put things into attack speed if I'm a melee character.
No.
Well, when we know though that Kyle dies easily.
Yes,
He
well,
is- yeah, that's very true.
I am the
kind of-
squishy warlock.
He is Squishy Warlock, yes. Or Squishy Necromancer.
Yeah.
So Sea of Thieves.
Oh my word!
How
This was so much fun. This was the most fun announcement
this was so
in the
funny.
night.
So you have captains, pirate captains now.
I love that idea.
You can name your ship.
You can name your ship. You can decorate your ship.
Oh, I love
You
that
can
idea too.
decorate your
As long as it's
captain's
not no
quarters.
profanities, he said. Which feels good.
Yep. I love the
Booty
song.
Muck Boot Face. Yeah, the song was very good.
Booty McBootface. Which you're either in there for the treasure or you're Canadian and it's Boaty McBoatface.
Nice. Just
so good.
apologising. Yeah, that's it. Really. That was kind of basically gives you cool stuff to do for your ship.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff coming out in season 7. Oh man, so many quality of life updates,
Yes.
and it's coming July 21st, which is great.
Oh yeah, like a week. Oh, a month away.
Yeah, in a month's time. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to making my ship look like mine.
definitely, this game is amazing. Sea of Thieves, the fact that they've just continuously pushed forward with it, and just added stuff and just haven't pulled back at all. They've just kept adding and adding is amazing.
You see 30 million players online.
Yep,
Incredible.
such a good game.
We knew, actually, it's quite nice to compare 30 million players to the 10 million we know are playing Grounded. Okay, we knew that Sea of Thieves was huge. The fact that
so-
Grounded is a third of that.
And 20
Yes.
million playing Forza.
Yeah. Just puts
25
things into
million.
perspective. And it's an impressive perspective.
There's a lot of people playing games.
Yes. So this game, I was like, oh, this looks intriguing. I thought it was Alice in Wonderland. I had such Alice in Wonderland vibes from this because of the kind of, if you look at it, they have like dancing kind of cards almost, and like marshmallows, and they're talking, look like a cat. So I was like, this is Alice in Wonderland.
I didn't even realize, but you're so right. And the fact that she goes through a mirror,
goes
because
through a mirror,
you know
yeah.
the sequel
Through
is
the Looking
called
Glass.
Through the Looking Glass. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even make that connection.
No, I was
Neither,
completely. I thought
actually.
I thought it was Alice in Wonderland. That's what I thought it was. I was sat there going, "Oh, that's really cool. I've never known anyone to make a game." Oh no, I had that one, the Alice Madness of Alice, Alice.
Yeah, scary
years ago.
one.
Yeah, but there you go. Look, they look like cards to me. I was like, the cards, the dancing cards. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it took me a while to realize that this is blocky.
Yeah. So this is Ravenlock, the
Ravenlock,
game
yeah.
we're talking about. And
Sorry.
it's made by the same people that made Echo Generation. And that's the turn-based attack game that's also with the little blocks, the little squares that make up the characters.
Oh,
Remember?
Oh, I've
Look-
never played it.
no, it looks really
it's
cool though. I
on
really like
Game
it.
Pass, and everybody loves it. Everyone says Echo Generation's amazing.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
So play Echo Generation, and then you're ready for Ravenlock.
right. We should
Which
do
looks
some.
like
We'll
the-
do some homework.
Alice in Wonderland
Yeah.
kind of.
Go
spin-off.
us.
So next
Yeah.
game.
Go us. Yep.
Now,
Oh,
okay,
this game,
this game, Cocoon.
Cocoon. Yeah, by the guys who
From
did Inside and
Annapurna.
Limbo. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw there was Annapurna, and I'm like, oh well, this is going straight onto my list. I'm that kind of person now, guys.
Ah, yeah. You just follow publishers now.
Only one. I after signing up to Backlogged, it shows you based on your ratings who your favorite publishers are, which I've never taken notice of. Mm-hmm. And this publisher's on the top of my list, and I didn't
Okay.
realize. So now I've taken note.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Apart from The Artful Escape, what else have they done?
Limbo and Inside.
They did 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
What did I played something recently? Oh, Carl,
I just put you on the spot, didn't I?
There's
Yeah.
Google help.
Journey, which is PlayStation exclusive.
Well, it's on
But the
PC
big one
now.
is Limbo's massive. Like Limbo's a huge game, isn't it?
Yeah. And Inside as well.
And
Outer
Inside as well.
Wilds,
Outer Wilds.
Edith
So-
Finch, Gora Goa. That's why. Gone
Oh.
Home is theirs as well.
Gone home.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Telling Lies.
Interesting.
So,
this could be cool.
yes.
That's what we're saying. And Simone will be playing it.
I'll
It
be
looks a
playing
bit puzzly, eh?
It
It
does look a bit
does.
puzzly. It looks a bit jumpy puzzly.
Jumpy, puzzly, cocoon. I don't know. I looked at it and going, oh yeah, that's interesting.
It caught my eye
know.
because of what they made before. That's the reason it caught my eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kyle, now that you know what they've made before, interested at all?
No, not really. I think I judge games by the actual game itself rather than the publisher.
What?
Fair enough.
Yeah, what? What?
Oh,
No.
when I saw the beginning of this, I thought maybe it was Rise 2. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Rise 2 set in Japan.
Uh-huh.
That would be amazing, actually. So this one, Wulong, Fallen Dynasty, looks amazing.
It does. It actually had vibes of that Tractor Zoomy or Zoomy at some points of it as well.
Yeah.
It's got that kind
Looks-
of. It does because they zoom out and do some of it.
No, did you trick to Zoomy?
Zoomy, Yumi. I can remember the name of it. I was actually struggling to remember the name of it, so I did quite well just to talk.
Trek to Zumi.
Oh,
Oh, fantastic.
oh, yes.
This kind of looks like an Asian Dark Souls in a way.
Yes.
Okay.
Who knows?
Like
Because there's
a-
no gameplay though. We don't have
Yeah,
any
I'm
gameplay.
not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. That could all be screenshots of like their video. That's it.
Yes. But interesting. Because Phil did say, this is one of the Japanese games that they're bringing to Xbox.
So I'm excited for it based on that. I'm excited for our Japanese friends,
Oh,
that
yeah.
enjoy games like this. But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to have to see
We don't
more
know.
of it, I think. My notes were basically just the name of the game because it didn't really show much.
No, it's just a nice video. And this is now
Yeah.
Phil chatting. He's very
Chatting,
excited. Chatty. He's very chatty actually in this whole
He is.
segment.
He has a very cool shirt on.
Yeah, I like this shirt.
Man.
So
Okay.
are there many more
next-
games left?
Yeah, there's a
Announcement
few.
is big, and we're going to talk about it for a long time. So I know the video is not caught up yet, but
Yes.
Persona.
Persona coming to Xbox.
What
I like how Lee
is
just
the history?
does nothing. It's just
What is the history about this game? These games, Kyle. Why are
Persona's
they coming to Xbox now?
Atlas, the people that make it, for the past couple months have been sending out surveys to people. I've done about 6, and they go, if we were to maybe, for instance, bring some of our games to Xbox, which ones would you like to see? And Persona has always been top of the list for that, for all the surveys that
For
they've
you.
ever put out in the last couple months. They've always been PlayStation exclusive. They were like, I don't think they were ever on Xbox. They've been on Switch, on PSP Portable, on GameCube, on PlayStation, and now they're finally on Xbox. And it's not just one game. It's Persona 3, 4, and 5 Royale.
And the
Wow.
mobile one as well, isn't it?
Number 3 is the PSP one, the
Oh,
portable
okay.
edition.
Oh, yeah.
So
So why was this an exclusive in the first place?
I don't know. I just think Atlas never worked with Microsoft before.
Oh, okay.
Are they a
So-
Japanese
Yeah.
company?
Yeah, Japanese
studio.
game.
Okay. I'm tempted, oh my word, for last year on Backlogged, month after month after month, Persona 5 was the most played game. And I want to support these guys for bringing it to Xbox eventually. So I think it'll be a day one purchase for me based not on feelings, but on logic.
Just supporting the devs.
I've no
It's a
no
game-
idea what
it's
this game's
Game
about.
Pass? Game Pass game?
Yep, they're all coming to Game Pass, starting with
Yeah.
Persona 5.
Persona 5.
Now, if there was any game that I was jealous of PlayStation having that Xbox didn't have, Persona 5 was the one. It's turn-based team fighting game. What are they called? Like Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
The
Turn-based strategy.
interface looks absolutely incredible. The story is, Japanese bonkers off the wall. So it ticks all my boxes. And so the fact that it's coming, and it's the first one to come on October, I think, even better. Oh my word.
It's pretty exciting. I'm really happy.
Yeah. I'm so stoked. I'm so excited about Persona. I think I yelled. I was like, yes!
Okay, we have a lot of speculation. We can start early for this one as well. This was the announcement that Xbox Studios was working on a game with Hideo Kojima.
But we knew this.
Did we?
Yeah, it's
We
been
did
rumored
know
for
this
ages.
And last week the game actually leaked out as well.
A bit of the game.
A bit of the game leaked out, yeah. So
Now-
everyone was going, oh, this is shocking. I can't believe this is happening. I was like, but this has been talked about for the last 12 months. I swear they talked about this last year.
Okay,
What?
so one of the things I want to point out is he said Microsoft's cutting edge cloud technology. And I'm
Yes.
like, why would that matter?
Because PlayStation doesn't have any. They use Microsoft's to host their games.
But if you're
Okay,
making a
but-
game,
Yeah,
why does that cloud matter?
yeah. What is he thinking? What's he planning? That where cloud matters.
Maybe it's
Do you
maybe
understand?
it's like a reach thing, so you can go right. Everyone can play on the cloud. They can play on their Xbox. They can play anywhere. Maybe it's one of
I
those
don't think
things.
so. No.
Nope.
Hideo
Nope.
Kojima's like the Taika Waititi.
He's
of,
incredible.
um,
He's insane. That's what he is. He
he
can do
is.
anything.
So he's doing something we've never seen before.
Do you think
I
it's like
think
a Sea of Thieves sort of thing, like because of all the cool stuff that Sea of Thieves can do? With all the
Maybe.
waves? Maybe it's like that.
Yeah, maybe he's seen something that the cloud can do that he's really that will allow a shared world, because that's the whole story about his walking simulator, Delivery Postman starring Norman Reedus, was the connected world and trying to connect the world up through building bridges that other people use in their game type thing.
Yeah.
That
So-
would be the logical
Yeah.
thinking for him.
But it's amazing. It's an announcement that there's an announcement that he announced.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, which we already
but it
knew
worked.
already. It was like the worst kept secret.
People were
Yeah.
excited.
People were very excited, but
Yeah.
do you think
Interesting.
that's
There's
they're
already,
excited because he's not doing it for PlayStation? He's doing it for Microsoft only. Do you think that's why they're excited?
I think everyone's excited because he does different things, and I also think his fame precedes him a bit.
Oh God,
Just
yeah.
a little bit.
Just a
Yeah.
little bit, mate. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's why everyone's excited. It's like we've got him finally, but then he might actually not do something very good.
Yeah.
Yep. Who knows? It'll be interesting, whatever it is, right? Like whatever Nintendo comes out with, it's always interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting and weird. And one of the rumors I heard was Silent Hill. Will be a different type
He's
of
Metal
Silent
Gear,
Hill.
isn't he? Did he do Metal
Yeah,
Gear?
he's
So-
Metal Gear, Silent Hill. He did that.
Could
PT.
he do like a Metal Gear Online properly?
It'll be interesting. But yeah, whatever he's doing, it's going to be different, strange, weird. I think it's going to be overhyped by the Xbox community because it is on Xbox. So I think it's going to be similar to Death Stranding, which was overhyped because it was a PS exclusive,
Until
The
it went to
media, the media will rip it apart.
I don't know. The media fell over themselves for Death Stranding, and they had no idea what was going on in that game.
No one does.
I know they will rip it apart because Xbox community was excited about it.
Of
And it's
course.
come out and it's, I don't know.
Yes.
Sometimes nothing can match our hype.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Right. The last game that they showed, and of course they had to end with this, and was the last 15 minutes of the entire show.
I looked at my watch and I thought, I know what time this is meant to end. This is going to be 15 minutes of Starfield.
So it's an hour and a half, wasn't it, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we got our first gameplay look at Starfield with old Todd Howard narrating over the top, telling us a bit about the game.
Excited.
And what
Do you
are we
think he
thinking?
dyes his hair?
I think he
Yeah.
doesn't age.
I thought he looked like he dyed his hair, that's all. His hair didn't look natural. It was very off-putting. Sorry. When you see him, you go, he does look like he's dyed his hair. It's just a bit too brown.
Okay,
Sorry.
well, we'll have a look when he pops up back on screen. But what do you think
Look at
of
it. That
Starfield?
definitely looks dyed.
I like how Lee cares more about his hair than the game.
I was actually not as impressed as I thought it would be. It looks a bit like a washed-out Fallout kind of game. The colours are very washed out the whole way through it.
But that's always been
Oh.
Bethesda type games. I mean, Skyrim isn't colourful.
No.
Morrowind wasn't
No,
colourful.
it's color. No, God, no, it's all grey. Skyrim.
Yeah, Morrowind is very brown.
Yeah. it's
Fallout
brown.
is very brown and green.
Yeah.
So it's not like they've come out and gone, look, it's a game that looks different to every other game we've done.
But you kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, I know
Even
what you
when
mean.
there's one point they're flying through some trees, and all the trees were kind of static, and not really that bright though. It's just, I don't know. I wasn't that impressed. I thought it was okay, but I wasn't blown away.
Oh, my word.
Yeah,
Matty
sorry.
is
I
disappointed.
know he's beside
but-
himself. I know.
But the good news is I think you and I, Lee, have swapped positions on this game.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I didn't know what this game was last year. I'm like, it's space. Kyle will be excited no matter what type of game this is. But the gameplay here, I'm realizing that this is a 100+ hour RPG.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like really big RPGs.
It's a base
So-
building RPG as well, so you have to. It's basically
Yeah.
Fallout 4. Like you have to build a base, which you start from, and then
Not just that, you're building a base, you're building guns, you're building your spaceship
Yep.
that you can fly.
Yes.
Like, I was watching
Wait a
this and I
minute.
was
Isn't there
trying
another
hard
game
not
that
to
came
cry.
out and it wasn't very good? They never updated it, and then it's been coming out for the last 6 years.
And look how good it is now.
Yes.
Still, how good? Oh, okay, well, I won't even ask you how good this looks because clearly you don't care.
Oh,
but
it looks good, but I'm not kind of overly blown away by it because I feel like I've seen this before with what's the game called? The one that you
That
love
one.
playing, but you always get lost into.
No Man's Sky.
Cyber-
No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky.
It does. It looks like a more serious version of
A
No Man's Sky.
more serious, more grey version of No Man's Sky is what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like if No Man's Sky was a AAA studio.
Wow.
Are the worlds procedurally generated?
I don't think they are.
Right.
Because they say
Yeah.
there's 1,000 worlds. They don't say there's countless worlds which are procedurally generated, which is what No Man's Sky says, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like there's billions of worlds. It just says there's 1,000 worlds.
Yeah.
It seems
Right.
quite specific.
Yeah, it does. But it's very interesting. Like, you can land anywhere on any planet.
No Man's Sky.
It's so good.
It just didn't seem possible. That's what I was concerned about. How long? How can this game not have been in development for 10 years? Just
Well, it has.
filling out the
It has
worlds.
been out for years. It's been developed for a long, long time, this game.
Yeah. Pretty much after they finished Fallout 76 or something, they've moved on to this.
It still doesn't seem like a long enough time to make 100 worlds.
Fallout 76 is 2018.
Still,
6 years.
that's more than 100 worlds a day. No, wait.
100 hours a day. It's 5 years.
Yeah. So say 6 years, right? And you
50
have
worlds a year.
5 people working 40-hour weeks.
Yeah, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V.
Yeah. Different paint color.
I'm procedurally generating this world. See, look, I'm making procedures with my fingers.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll find out more about the worlds later. But yeah, I remember thinking, that's how did they do that?
It can be easy though, because if they're just building worlds and they're not that kind of, they're not a plot world or something, then it might just be, oh, we'll have
Yeah.
lots of these types of trees and that sort of stuff, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's
Okay,
not.
so Matty's suggesting that the engine, the tools on the inside, can procedurally generate the environments. So you've got your planets there. When you land, it's
It will
like No Man's
populate
Sky, and
them.
it builds it quick.
Okay.
I don't know. That seems plausible.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see at least.
It is funny how it goes from third person to first person though when you do stuff.
I think you can choose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. So when you're doing your like RPG, no, you're doing your shooty bit, you can go first person.
It's very cool. It means if you want to see your character in a spacesuit, you can.
That's right. Yes, I did laugh when they said, "And you can design your character." I was like, "To stand in a spacesuit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
Brilliant." Look, his hair's dyed.
Oh, wait. The only thing, like, I was watching this gameplay trailer, and the only thing that was annoying to me was the XP
See those
window.
trees? Look at those trees. They're very static. The XP window. Sorry.
The XP window pops up in the middle of your screen.
Oh, as you're shooting stuff.
So as you're doing stuff, the XP pops up like right just above your crosshair, which to me is bad game design. it should pop up where you can see it, but not blocking your view from anything. Because if you're taking out a bunch of enemies, it's just going to go 5, 5, 5, 5
So should
XP.
we chuck a grenade down there and there's like 10 enemies dying?
Yeah, or when you get uber powerful and just nuke a planet. So that was the only thing I worried about. But the fact that it's still being developed, that it's only coming next year, means that they can still do some stuff, make it look better, change some things.
Oh yeah, the beta will come out and people will complain.
Yeah, people give it
Will point out
shake.
stuff. Yes.
But I'm still hyped. It looks incredible. It's going to be Skyrim in space.
And so after watching this, I go, okay, so it will exactly be that. It will be Skyrim in space or Fallout in space. No, whichever.
Yeah, it's a Bethesda game in space. You know what you're getting.
Yep.
And the thing is, people are going to launch this game and think they're getting something else, and they're going to go, "Why is this just Skyrim in space?" And everyone's going to go, "It's a Bethesda game. It's Skyrim in space. It's what that says on the tin. Instant water. Just add water.
Looks like a duck, walks like a duck, cracks like a duck.
Must be a chicken.
It does look really cool. I love the way that Bethesda have gone into the whole zoom into the face when people are talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
And they've shown off their character models. They've just basically just flexing on that, aren't they?
So Starfield comes out in spring 2022, which on our side of the world, 23, is autumn. Which
will be before the next showcase, maybe.
Well, it has to be because it's within the next 12 months.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, it won't be in June, is what they're suggesting, because June's first month of winter.
So what are they saying, spring or summer? Spring.
Spring.
Okay,
Yeah, spring
so like
American
February.
time.
Yeah. Probably April.
I'm trying to think when a good
April
time of year
feels
is.
right.
What happens
April,
that
May.
time of year? It's out of the way of Christmas. That's what's weird, isn't it? It's not kind of coming out before the holiday season.
Yeah, which is interesting. What do you think they're saving another game for holiday 2023?
He definitely dyes his hair.
Sorry, Kyle. Holiday. Do you mean Christmas, New Year 22, 23?
No, Christmas, New Year 23. So December
like
23.
October. Well,
There's
October,
usually
November,
like a big
isn't it?
game to
Yeah.
spur console sales and all the rest.
Well, we don't know because they clearly made a conscious choice to only show us games that were playable in the next 12 months.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the fact that Starfield comes out in the beginning of the year, does it mean that they've got a big game planned for November, December 23?
In 2 days, there's a big event. And there's all these games that people are asking about, like Fable and all these games I've not talked about. Wolfenstein 3, stuff like that. Do you think anything like that's going to come out as a surprise in October?
No, the extended showcase says we're pretty much just going to talk about what we've shown you.
Oh, that's disappointing. But maybe.
So-
But what about this?
I don't think that it's going to be a one more thing because it's done by the community people. It's done by people that are famous on Twitter, not people that work for Microsoft.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to get up at 5 in the morning then for it.
No. It'll be like an article that you read, and it's just going to be like more details about Redfall, more details about High on Life type stuff.
I think so. Maybe Fable or Avowed will be the Christmas game.
Avowed, Joe. So no one talked about Avowed. Is that far
Yeah,
away?
that's
That
right.
that was a bit of a disaster, isn't it? That game.
Don't know.
What's the other one? The one that Rare's supposed to be making? Everwild.
Oh, yeah.
Everwild, yeah. No, that's the one that's a disaster.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's the
one.
disaster. That's been rebooted internally a few
Yeah,
times.
no, that's not great.
Oh.
And they've gone to the community to say, what type of story do you want?
That's bad.
And that's not a good look, because that means no one
Maybe they're going to
inside
bring
is
out Halo
making
Infinite
decisions.
in October, November time.
Maybe. Interesting to note, though, out of their entire showcase showing the big games for the next 12 months, Halo is missing.
It's missing, yeah.
Halo's MIA, their biggest game, or their biggest franchise.
Gears?
Oh, yeah.
Gears is still not the biggest franchise for Xbox,
No, but there's rumours, and it was seen, wasn't it? There was some sort of rumours about the like MCC edition of...
Yeah, the
Gears.
Phoenix
Maybe.
collection.
Maybe it's not coming out in the next 12 months. And that's why.
That's why in 2
But-
days they give themselves some space, yeah.
What do you guys think? Yeah, basically what Lee said. What do you guys think? This show, they said, right, everything you see here is coming out in the next 12 months. And Wednesday's show, they're not going to give that promise. And so we might see things we didn't see.
That's what I think is going to happen, yeah. Because I saw someone rattle off a big list of things that wasn't talked about. Carl's completely against it. He's like, nope.
No, because they've already said the extended showcase is
They're
to
just saying that
expand.
to keep it quiet, that's all.
I don't know. If
No,
they
if they say
wanted
it.
people to tune in, they would say there might be some surprises.
They might not want to, though. They might just be sneaky.
No, but
So what do you think of...
marketingly? If they want people to watch it, they'll tease.
But people watch it anyway, though.
People watch
I
people-
know what you're saying, but won't people watch it anyway because it's Xbox and like,
Yeah.
someone might show, though.
People will watch anyway, but not as much. Not casual gamers are not watching it. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I'll catch up in the morning, reading R's or something.
What do you
10
think about
announcements.
space fighting?
It looks cool. It looks intricate, like you can actually damage the person's ship and the ship just doesn't explode because you shot lasers at it,
Mm-hmm.
Like the engines can be disabled and things like that. It looks like Starfield has a lot of thought put behind it, which I
does, yeah.
appreciate. And the debris and all the rest, it's ticking all my boxes. Just
That's what I
give me
appreciate about you.
Starfield, give me Starfield, and then you guys run the podcast and I'll come back every 6 months to just tell you what I've been doing in Starfield.
All right.
So that is the showcase. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, we did well.
What was your favorite announcement before we leave?
Oh, I like all the little games, actually. There's some really cool little games. I can't think of them now. That Flintlock was quite cool looking. There was a whole bunch of little games that went, oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Disappointed about Redfall. I'm a bit disappointed by that, to be honest. It's not what I expected it to be.
Interesting. Okay. It's a vampire Left 4 Dead, essentially.
Yeah, but I wanted it more grisly and more kind of Left 4 Dead. I feel
you're
like it's too
more
shiny.
Gritty.
More gritty, yeah.
It's way too shiny.
Way too shiny. High on Life looked fun. Mm-hmm. Might play the first Plague Tale. I've seen that.
Oh, yes, you have to play it now.
And I have to play it now, I've been told. Yeah, Flintlock looked quite cool, maybe. Might be quite good. Lightyear Frontier could be good. Could be quite a cool little game as well. Something to go and chill out in.
Do you want to play Vin Diesel in Arc 2?
I do.
I do. Yeah, there's some good games in there, I think. I'd love to jump back into Grounded again, actually, to see how different it is compared to when I last played it.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, and that Ravenlock looked quite cool as well.
Yeah, Ravenlock looks interesting.
Yeah, there's some good games in there. I'm avoiding the big games. I think I'll just go for the little ones.
Oh, look at you turning into an indie player.
Oh wow, Lee. Indie Lee.
Indie
What was
Lee,
I
that's
calling
right.
now?
Well, but Forza DLC is boring. It's Hot Wheels. I've done that already, and
Oh, so funny.
yeah, but I'm so bored of Forza. It's real sad.
Man, that's amazing because you thrashed that game for ages.
Yeah, but it's not. It's exactly the same game. It's so lazy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But if we see that technology in Fable, that's going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, no, Fable will be awesome to play. Although Fable's a bit weird. That's the only problem with Fable.
Yeah, Fable's got to be funny because Fable's got that weird sense of humor to it.
That's right. Yeah.
Simone, what was your favorite announcement?
Okay, if I had to pick one thing, I think I'm most looking forward to Flintlock.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I like jumpy around games.
Jumpy around games. Is that the type of
Jumpy-
game that is?
Yeah,
Doesn't
third
make-
person jumpy around.
So much hate, Lee. Matty's a bit sad now.
Amazing.
Kyle,
yeah.
what about you? Need I ask, though, really? But Kyle, what about you?
I mean, Starfield, Diablo 4, Scorn looks awesome. The Riot games coming to PC, all those heroes, that blew me away actually, because I never expected that to happen.
I don't think anyone did, though.
I know that just came out of left field completely.
Actually, the
So-
Minecraft game could be fun as well. Saying that.
Oh yeah, the Minecraft one will be interesting. Interesting to keep an eye on, definitely. Well,
And the big Diablo 4 looks cool, but I'm waiting till next year to actually make a proper opinion on that. I think it's a bit too early yet to actually.
yeah, we've got to see more of it, but it's only
More of
coming
it,
next
yeah.
year. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah, there's no rush,
once
but-
once the demo comes out, or not the demo, the beta, we'll jump into that, see how it plays, and I think that'll be the one that sells us on.
I might have to buy it, yeah.
Yeah,
I keep nearly buying number 3 all the time, but I'm like, no, there's no point. 4's coming out soon. Just wait.
Yeah,
but
no.
I keep seeing it
Just-
real cheap.
oh no, just wait, just buy number 4, the super collector's edition that comes with
that's
a
right.
statue,
And the hat.
and the person from Blizzard comes and like just rubs your head for a day.
Nice.
You know, the fan edition. Just sit with you and like rub your head while you die continuously. It's okay. It's okay. The game is hard.
It's
the game's
okay.
fault.
You're not very good at this game, but it's okay. It's fine.
Then he goes away to the next person's house,
Comes to visit you.
sanitizes his hands, and off he goes to go rub the next person's head.
That's it. I think that's all.
That's it. There's a lot of games coming in the next 12 months, guys. So let us know what you are excited about. Hit us up on Twitter, on Instagram, on where else can they chat to us? On Discord. That's mainly where they chat to us. Chat to us on Discord. Tell us what you're super excited about.
And that Naraka Naraka does look quite good. Naraka, I guess.
Yeah.
It does look kind of cool.
That's the 60-player
60
PvP.
melee one, yeah.
Yeah, that looks great. Well, let us know what you're excited about. Jump into our Discord, tell us this, tweet at us. And if you want to know anything about the FanFest showcase, reach out to Simone or myself. We can tell you about the experience, about how cool it was and how famous we are now that we've met Larry. It's okay, we'll sign things for you.
I have a question. So PAX is happening in October.
Yes.
Are you now more excited after meeting the crew of people that we know anyway? Has this kind of made it all like, oh, actually, this is going to be really cool?
It's going to be very cool to see all these people.
Yeah.
And just think, by the time PAX comes around, all the people I handed out stickers to might be new fans, and
Yes,
they might
right.
come up to us and floss.
Yes.
Yes.
So it'll be very interesting. But now that we've spoken about games, I think it's time to go and actually play some games when we can eke out the last bit of our public holiday before we return back to normal life tomorrow.
That's right. And get some sleep.
Yeah, get some sleep. And tomorrow night I'll be jumping around to a band, so I need lots of sleep.
Oh, you do. You need some energy.
I need to go and buy some deep heat for my elbows.
It'll be your neck. It'll be your neck.
Neck, elbows, knees, the first things that give out.
Old age, it's called, young man.
Indeed. Thanks, Dad. So that's our show for this week, guys. Remember to pay the fee. If you got any enjoyment out of this episode, share it with those around you. Share it to anyone, a stranger, your cat, or your family. If you want to follow us on the socials, our website is where we live, www.thexboxcast.co.nz. That's everything you could ever want from us, all in one place.
And more, I suspect. More stuff you don't want from us.
Yeah, there's pretty much everything about us on that website. That's our new home on the internet. So bookmark it, check it out, keep going back to it, because our podcasts are published there, the YouTube's published there, everything, the screenshot of the week is published there. There's a whole bunch. There's our event calendar. So check it out, make it your homepage. We'd love it if you do. But if you want to follow us individually, Simone, where can they find you?
I am Jim Bean NZ on Xbox and Twitter.
Mr. Lee?
I am Lee Howard on Xbox and Twitter, and Lee Howard 25 on Twitch.
Ah, yes, you're streaming a lot more these days.
I did 40 hours of streaming last 30 days.
Wow. Good job.
That's like another job.
I know. I was like, wow, I didn't realise it was that much. Because I'm doing it in like 2 or 3 hour stints now. Because I just sit on there for hours and play.
Nice. And you just quietly talk to people.
If they appear, yes. Chat away to people randomly, yep.
That's exciting. And you can find me at Zarkras on Xbox and Twitter. So thank you guys for listening. We hope you are excited about the Xbox showcase as we are. Let's go jump into some games. Goodbye and good night.